One.
Hi everyone, welcome to QueueTimes live stream. We are going to be streaming a game called Outbreak Undead, a game that I have been reading for about like 6 months to a year now. No, I'm just kidding. I've been reading for heavily for the last few months, and I still feel like I don't have a grasp on it. So understand that if some things on the stream are done differently or are changed a little bit or done incorrectly, I think I've already said that, it's because I don't know the rules completely, memorized at least. So let's go around and say hello to everyone. My name is Jacob, or Indigo. My name is Indigo, and I will be your GM for the evening.
I'm William, they, them, or he, him, and am I supposed to say my character right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, and my character that I am playing is the 23-year-old Alden Regan, and they use they, them.
Okay. Hi, I am Molly McIsaac, and I am she, her, and today I am playing Madeline Miller, and she is 23 and also uses she, her.
I am Jonas Newhouse, he, him, and I am playing Madison Mads Gremley. Now, I want you to know I picked Madison before I knew what your character's name was. It's a very fun coincidence. They both could be called Maddie, but I prefer Mads. Mads is they, them.
The best part about it is that you are the uncle, or not. What is the terminology?
We haven't settled on what.
Okay.
But Alquin, this is Alquin. Alquin's character is my character's nephew.
Yes.
My sister's son.
Yes.
So.
Alquin will not be joining us tonight, but will be joining us next week.
Here.
Yeah, I don't think that's Alquin.
He's right.
The best part is that Alquin's character name is Zachery Mulder, and so. Originally,
I was going to take
you were going to have the same last name, and so it was literally going to be Miller, Mulder, Regan as the last names, and I loved that. But okay,
What's
is Madeline Miller?
Madeline Miller.
Zachery,
Yeah. Alcuin will be playing Zachery.
Mm-hmm.
Zachery Mulder. And I'm just gonna
16-year-old boy extreme.
Yep.
16-year-old boy.
Extreme.
So
16-year-old boy.
Oh yeah, my character is 41 years of age, by the way.
So to get us into a mood of what we're going to be playing and kind of understand the kind of bleakness of this world, I'm going to be quoting Omar Bradley, a World War II veteran. Ours is a world of nuclear giants and ethical infants. We know more about war than we know about peace, more about killing than we know about living. So, you guys have been in a bunker for about 6 months now. This bunker was made to handle 4 people. There's approximately 20 people in this bunker. The bunker had enough food and supply to last those 4 people for quite a few years. It is not so anymore. Tensions are getting very, very high in the bunker, and it is stressing everyone out. Alden, your father, is the owner of the fallout shelter, and you, as well as your father and your mother, have a very comfortable stay comparatively to everyone else.
We have like a separate room.
Yeah, you have a bedroom, you have bunks. Everyone else is
Bunker bunks.
Yeah. Everyone else is usually sleeping on floors. Like there's a cot in there that people like share whenever someone's getting a little too much. But basically, you guys have the most comfortable living out of everything. Madeline.
Yes.
You are having a miserable time in here.
Oh, yes.
You are vegan, and it is very, very difficult to be vegan in a post-apocalyptic Fallout.
If I eat any more legumes, I'm going to turn into a bean.
Basically.
That's how stuff works, yeah.
So you are just having a horrible, horrible, miserable time. Now, Madison, you're also having a rough time, but that's because you've just lost your sister. Zachery's mother passed away a couple days after entering the shelter.
She was in the bunker.
Yes.
That's.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I just didn't. I'm just processing.
She was injured brought Zachery and herself to the shelter. You made it in here, and she passed away a couple days into having the lockdown. This has put a huge burden on a lot of people because there wasn't really a good way to store a dead body. Because there was the only form of removing waste is natural.
Right. Yeah.
So there has been quite a few issues. It's taken up an entire room within this fallout shelter. Cool. This is just to kind of give everyone an understanding of how miserable everyone has been in this shelter. So you all hear another day down there. You can't tell what's day and night. And you hear a bunch of shouting and a bunch of screaming. And then you can hear a little scuffle. You know what? It's probably just...
There's no way I'd be involved in that.
Yeah, it's probably just another, someone got upset because they ate, one more cans of beans or they stole some jerky, something along those lines.
Well, I definitely didn't steal the jerky.
Yeah, me neither. I wouldn't even think about stealing any jerky. Not now, anymore.
Oh, are you fully committing to this?
I think I will.
I think that maybe I think that it's always a really good time to be ethical, but
yeah, and especially you know what, people always said that if we don't change our habits with meat, then it's going to cause the end of the world. And I just think
well, look what happened.
If we've gotten there already, the only thing that can happen is for it to get worse. So why not bring myself to the other side and start helping make it be better.
I'm so proud of you. And maybe with our powers combined, we'll just reverse all of this terribleness.
I'm optimistic.
You hear your father scream your name. Alden, get over here.
I do immediately. And I get up and I go over. I'm just chilling with Maddie, and as I get up and I turn around and I'm walking backwards and I just roll my eyes.
Maddie gestures to see if she should tag along.
No, the motion where you go across your throat no, bad idea.
Alden, he screams again.
Now I'm there.
Good luck.
All right, we have to talk.
Okay.
All right, we're not going to live much longer down here if we keep this up. We've got to get rid of some of these people.
Tell them, get rid of them. How?
The three of us are going to have to get our guns, and we're going to have to force them out. If we have to, if it comes to that, it is up to us to. I know it's probably hard for you to understand this, but it's either us or them. And I got to be honest with you, I don't want to watch you die.
I'm taking a moment internally to know that I wouldn't feel the same. I don't know. I mean, I've been talking to Maddie a lot, and
yeah, she's definitely going to be one of the ones that need to leave.
Okay, but I think that she's actually super important to have here because if so she hasn't been taking up a lot of the rations, the meat and stuff, because she doesn't eat meat. So if
what are you talking about? She's eating twice as much as everyone else should.
Okay, all the beans and the legumes and stuff.
No,
yeah.
I don't need to get into the logistics of how meat processes different in your stomach than vegetables. But we need to figure something out. People are getting at each other's throats. If we don't deal with it now, they're going to deal with it, and then we could be on the chopping block. And this is ours. We built this. Well, I built it, and you watched. But that's a different story.
Well, some workers built it, and you watched. But you paid for it. It's yours. You did it.
Just go around. Maybe there's some volunteers. Maybe some people are willing to go out. Well, look, we don't know how bad it is out there. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you want to go out, Dad?
No, I want to stay here. That's why I'm saying they leave.
Okay.
I don't think it's difficult for you to understand.
Oh, sure. I'll go get some volunteers.
No, I'm not saying, look, that bratty kid, Zachery, he's always bitching about being down here. Why don't you figure out if he wants to leave, and I believe he's got a family member that's in the group, and I mean,
I'm not gonna try and. Okay, you do know that. They had another family member die.
As you're saying that, you hear a scream. Like this time it's not just like a normal, just like we're arguing about something. You legitimately hear a "you son of a bitch," and yeah, the conversation stops because we got to figure out what's going on.
All right.
And I imagine all of you are hearing you guys. It's not that large of a space that you turn and you can kind of figure out what's going on.
I will say I'm trying to stay as far away from that noise as I can right now.
Sure.
That Mads is up to.
Sure.
Maddie's very nosy, so she likes to go investigate. Yes.
Similar names, different in every other.
One of the women said, "That little fucker, Zachery just took my gun and left."
I'm sorry, you say Zachery. Took your what and what?
Zachery took my gun and he left.
Like where? Like where'd he go?
You mean a different Zachery than
No,
Zachery?
there is only one in here. And how? He went through one of the vents. I'm scared that we've got to fix it because I doubt that he left properly.
I want to... Is she pointing at a vent that's, like, open?
Yeah.
I want to go, like, stick my head in there. Could I fit in that vent?
No, it's too broad for your shoulders.
Cool. That is a relief, actually. It's like, oh, well, I guess I can't go through that way.
No. Someone has to fix this. And, the vent. Yeah, what am I needing a gun in here for anyways? I just want to fix this so whatever bullshit that's going on up there doesn't come down in here.
Right.
Well, like, how do we actually know that it's actually bad up there? Like, we haven't been up there in so long. Like, maybe everything's grown back and there's, like, plants and flowers and, like, this is just the reset that the world needed and we can just go up there and it'd be okay.
That's actually a good possibility. I'm happy to deceive myself into believing that for a minute. Either way, I do need to leave, so I'll see y'all. I'm going to just get on out of here.
Alden, you know for a fact that there is a meter by the door that tests for, like, radiation.
Okay.
So you know for a fact that there is low-level radiation. It's slightly higher than it is normally, like day to day. This is just basic information that you've your dad's like, all right, well, it's coming down today. Like, it's just stuff you've heard. You don't know what the numbers mean. You just know that it's green,
Mm-hmm. And then I'll be like, okay. So hold on, wait. You're saying that you have to leave?
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab my things real quick. I don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I just gotta. Run on out.
Are you leaving? Were you gonna leave anyway? Or are you leaving to go get Zachery? What's going on?
I gotta go find Zachery. I mean, I wasn't hoping to leave. I was hoping to spend the rest of my days here happily, but.
And I want to like shoot like a look at my dad.
And he's smiling and nodding.
But. The radiation it's slightly higher than it is normally. If you go out right now, that could be a really big problem for you.
Well, do you have any suits or something? Ask your dad for a suit.
No. And your dad like butts in. No. It's slightly higher than normal, which is perfectly fine. You just be careful about what you drink and what you eat that's out there. But you know what? Is anyone else looking to maybe search for Zach?
Oh no, it's fine. I don't want to bother anyone. I can do this on my own. You don't got to worry about me.
Someone else screams out and says, look, a few of us can't leave. Look, I'm going to be blunt with you. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've seen the food supplies dropping. We need to find more food. We have to leave. We can't stay here much longer.
Oh, this is turning into like a whole thing then, isn't it?
I think it'd be fun to go exploring outside.
Like fun?
Yeah, like fun. Like, we don't know what's out there.
Maddie, what kind of fun do you think we're going to have out there?
I don't know. Like, I feel like in all of the movies when there's bombs or whatever, that everything grows back and it's all pretty and there's flowers and stuff. Like, maybe that's just going to be what it is.
Oh, yeah. And maybe, you'll see a deer and it'll...
I love deer.
And it'll be right next to a car and it'll be, walking down the street.
But the car is covered in flowers and moss.
Yeah.
That does sound kind of nice, actually. If that's out there, I do want to see that.
I just really want to eat an apple.
Oh. I never liked apples, but I do want to climb a tree and eat an apple right about now.
Yeah. I miss apples, too, and I barely ever liked apples. Yeah, I'll do it.
No, I think you got... I need you to stay here.
Well, I don't want to go without Aldi.
Well, I think it would be important for one of us to go because we can't as a family feel honest and true and right if we just send everybody out. So,
you can see your father's like fist clenching as you're speaking.
yeah, I mean, like, I at least, you know what, Dad? Like you always say, I mean, we got to take charge, and we gotta oh God, we gotta man up about this, and we got to take care of our business. So either you're gonna go out there and help these people and find Zach and get some more food and some new location for people to stay, or I'm gonna do it
With me.
And I'll be there. I can keep an eye on them and whatever.
He turns around and walks away, and he's gone for a couple minutes. He doesn't say a thing when he leaves.
I think after like 30 seconds or something, then Mad would just be like, "So I guess we should just go then." I mean, you know, your dad, is he coming back, or
Is
is
he
he just
here?
kind of
I have no idea. That felt like there was a moment where I was like, that felt really good, but then I was like, I just volunteered
I'm so
to go
proud
die.
of you, though. You stood up for yourself.
I
It was amazing.
didn't feel amazing.
It was amazing. It was amazing to watch. I felt like I was watching an Oscar performance.
No.
Yes.
Maddie.
Yes.
It was a little Oscar worthy. If
It
I'm
was
being
incredible.
Honest. Yeah.
Oh man. Wow. Are we gonna die?
I'll be right back. Can y'all wait here for a minute?
I don't think we're gonna die because remember how I told you about I went on that humanitarian trip to Thailand and I totally like did some stuff there and I think that'll be useful.
Oh yeah, that was a time when that group wanted to bring you up into the mountains climbing, and you were like, I don't need to go with a group.
Exactly. And then I like went up the mountain and then I didn't know what berries to eat, so I got a little high, but it was okay.
I went off after his dad. I don't know if I've gotten the first name for him, but Mr.
Their dad.
Their dad, sorry. Their dad. But Mr. Regan. I went off after him.
Okay.
And it's Regan,
Regan.
not Reagan.
I said like Regan, but I was thinking Regan.
You see him stuffing stuff into a backpack.
Mr. Regan, could I have you for just a moment?
Yeah.
One, I just want to quick clarify, was that a yes or a no on the whole me taking your kid out of here thing?
I'll be out there in a minute. We'll talk about it in a minute. I just have to do something. I'll be right out.
Yeah, I don't have any other questions then. That was the only one I wanted to ask anyway. I'll be back out there. I go back to them.
A couple more minutes of you guys talking and kind of like hyping yourselves up. You're just
Yeah.
yeah.
I go. It's like a roller coaster, like a wave where I'm pretty hyped, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. I stood up to my dad. You and me, we're gonna go on an adventure, Maddie, and then also Mads. We're gonna find Zach, and then we're gonna die. We're gonna be outside, and we're gonna die. We're not gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna be so cool, and it's gonna be like an adventure, and there's gonna be flowers, and also gonna be radiation, and we're gonna get poisoned and die.
So your father comes out and throws a backpack at each of your feet. Yeah, you're at your chest.
Don't you have a cuter one?
Anyways,
We can make it cute. We'll make it cute, yeah.
he throws the 3 backpacks down on the. He's like, there should be enough supplies for you guys for a few days. Because you're going, I want to offer you guys a weapon or so.
That's all right. I don't need
I'm kind of
nothing
like a
that.
pacifist though, so
Yeah, don't worry.
I will take whatever you can give me.
will you protect me?
I will try my hardest.
If you're the only one going to take a weapon,
I will decide to take one for my nephew when I find him.
Okay.
Because I don't know at all if he has ever used a gun, but just in case, he should have it.
okay.
Ooh. Wait, actually, can I have a machete?
All right. Yeah, you can have a machete.
Because I feel like that'd be useful for like
Chopping through.
chopping trees and stuff.
Yeah, like there's it's they like when the stuff grows back, you got to chop through it. It's,
Yeah,
it's probably a jungle out there, you know.
Yeah, like those like farming sims, like you chop things down. Like
And if I may, Maddie, the first time I saw you, I did think you looked like you should be holding a machete. So, like, for what that's worth,
such a
it's
compliment.
kind of
Thank
fulfilling.
you.
I
You know
think you're
what? You
fulfilling
should
a
have
certain
seen
purpose,
her series on Insta.
I wish.
There was an
I
entire.
wish I was hip to Instagram before.
No,
all
it was
this, you know?
a Halloween edition where she was dressed up as Jason.
Yeah, that was really good. Did you also see the one where I had the pink gun? Wasn't that good?
It's the only time I ever actually wanted to hold a gun.
Right? Well, it was not real, of course. But,
good, yeah.
But like, it was so cute.
I wouldn't have expected it to be real.
Your father comes out and has an array of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few 9mm pistols. There's a crossbow and a double barrel shotgun with a few double-aught rounds.
Cool.
What would you guys like to take?
So I want to take a pistol.
You're going to have a machete, so
Cool.
we'll remind me
That
when,
makes sense.
and I will let you know the stats that you need for it.
Okay.
Are there stats for a machete? I'm assuming there are.
Yes, there are.
I'm like, yeah.
That's gotta be one of the.
That's gotta be. It's like, oh no, this is Outbreak Undead. Machetes.
It's 2%. It's percentile dice plus 2 speed dice and 1 damage dice.
Wait. What was it?
So it's percentile, 2 speed dice, and 1 damage dice. There is no depletion with it.
Oh, I suppose.
No depletion. No depletion. Boom. Gank, 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 gank.
But it's
It can still
close
break.
range.
Yeah, it's melee and it can break.
okay.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take the shotgun.
Cool.
I think so.
I'm not.
Now you think you can handle that? It's got a bit of a kick.
And then I go to pick it up real fast and I drop it. And I'm like, oh, and I pick it back up. I'm like, well, I can kick.
All right.
When we get out of here, we should totally do a photo shoot with me with the machete and you with the shotgun. I think it looks so cool.
I've never been a part of a photo shoot before, so I mean you're like, that's super exciting, and like, but also you just made me more nervous than I was when I volunteered to go out and die.
We're not gonna do it for a while.
Okay.
We gotta find like a good
photographer.
Yeah.
We need a good photographer.
Yeah.
I have dabbled. If that's of any use to
Really?
you.
Mads, that's so cool.
I can't tell you if I'm good or not. I'll have to.
You're
that'd
an
be for you to
artist,
say, but,
Mads. That's amazing.
I mean, I've tried.
You know, art is going to save the world.
Now let's see if
Well.
you're an artist with a gun. I take one of the
Please
pistols and I like go to throw it at
Please
you, and I'm
don't
like,
throw a gun.
I won't throw a gun. I won't throw a gun. All right.
Cool.
Are you going to take a weapon for?
I'm taking a pistol for little Zach.
So you're going to take the 9mm.
9mm pistol. Yep.
Okay, cool.
And I'm like, this is for Zach. This is for Zach. I'm not gonna use it because I probably shouldn't.
So wait, it's not for you,
No,
a
I've never shot in my
40-year-old
life.
person,
Right.
But it is for.
I'm pretty sure Zach has shot a gun a few times.
Okay, but like, I actually have a question. Why? Why guns? Why?
Look, I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. Why guns? But
My understanding is there might be animals out there. I mean,
But you would never hurt an animal.
well, I wouldn't want to hurt an
also-
animal, but if an animal is going to hurt me, I mean, like, it's just supplementary. It's just supplementary. Like a cougar has claws.
So there's a couple other things that you all have to understand, and some of you, and he looks directly right at you, are not going to be happy about it. There is a level of radiation out there, and more than likely, due to the amount of fires that are going on, you're all going to have to cover every inch of your skin.
I mean, I can, yeah.
If any of your skin shows, you will instantly burn. Here's the other kicker. It's going to be cold out.
I'm sorry.
But right,
Yeah.
Why,
So
if there's fires, then why is it cold?
it's like one of those cold hot things.
so basically,
What do you
That
mean?
doesn't make
You know what I'm talking about. It's like
Oh yeah, one of those cold hot things, like an
I-
icy
I-
hot,
I- I-
like an icy hot. You put it
like
okay.
when it's not like icy hot.
Yeah, like an icy hot.
Are you making fun of me, or do you actually think I mean like an icy hot?
Well,
Not
are
like
you,
an icy hot.
Are you making fun of us?
No.
I think my son's gonna die.
Is that-
Sorry,
is
my
it-
child
Thanks.
is going to
Thank
Oh
die.
yeah, thanks, Dad.
How it works, I don't know why I feel like I must explain this to you, but due to the amount of fire, the amount of debris that's going up into the sky, it's going to block out a lot of the sun. It's going to drop a few degrees in temperature. That's also going to cause the entire world to change in how it works. You're going to see snow in our area, even though we've never seen snow before.
I've never seen snow in my life.
I actually went on a couple of skiing trips, so I've seen snow.
You went up north?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I always wanted
Cool.
to.
Yeah, I never.
I'm really good at downhill skiing.
Do we have
Downhill
skis, Dad?
skiing.
No, you won't need them.
Oh, okay.
It shouldn't be that bad. But here's the thing, is the amount of UV rays that are coming in are bouncing off and basically staying within our atmosphere. So it's not going to be hot. It's just going to be damaging.
One of those cold hot things.
Okay.
So buckle up. I'm going to prep the door so that you guys can leave. If there's anything else you need before you leave, let me know.
I do need one last word with what is Mr. Regan's first name? Because I do want to use it.
Bob.
Bob. Cool.
Robert Regan.
So Matt just
Or
like,
Dick for short.
That's a good alliteration going on here.
Oh, that's right.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Robert. God.
So Matt like kind of just gets in
Richard.
close and speaks low and quiet. Just hey Bob. Before we get out there, I just want to ask: Does Alden have any like dietary things or like scheduled things I should be aware of as their now like primary caretaker? I don't know how long we're going to be out there. I'm hoping it's just a day or two, but just anything I should know, apparent to me.
No?
Cool.
None that I'm aware of.
Cool.
I mean,
If you
Alden's always been a picky eater, but I think you've got much larger things to worry about
Sure,
when you're out there.
sure.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to be out there. All I know is that out of this weird happenstance, you're going to need to find Zachery, and you're going to need to bring back food.
Right.
And ideally, a place that's going to be able to keep all of us safe, because this is going to be a biohazard very soon.
Right.
We have a dead body rotting.
Right. So
I mean,
that's Zachery and
your sister.
food and a new place. Thank you. That's it, right? Just Zachery, food, new place.
Yes.
Zachery, food, new place. Zachery, food, new place. All right, thank you, Bob. Take good care of them. And I walk back to them, just repeating Zachery, food, new place. Zachery, food, new place, so I don't forget it.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm like at this point, I'm like covering myself as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Can I find a cool duster,
A duster?
like a jacket?
Oh. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a cool duster.
Your pops has probably had one. It might
It's
be
a little
too
big. It's a little big on me, but I'm like, can I rock this?
I think you're pulling it off like better than I've ever seen anyone pull a duster off.
Okay, scarf time.
Scarves, sunglasses, like goggles, something. You know.
Maddie's finding the cutest things she can, but because she's kind of a hippie, it's all lots of.
I imagine when Maddie and you can say this is not true. Of course, this is your character, but I imagine Maddie probably came with a suitcase.
Oh, she totally did. She was, when we all ran into the shelter, she probably was like on her way back from like a photo shoot with like a bag full of like her makeup,
Yeah.
her like favorite things, her favorite clothes. So she has like lots of layers to wear.
Awesome.
I've just bundled up in as thick of clothing as I can because it's cold out, right? And
Yes.
and I'm from here where it doesn't get cold.
Correct.
So like I need to super prepare because I
This is very reminiscent to like Southern California weather normally. So,
Right.
but it's we're closer to the water.
Gotcha.
But it's about that same temperature. It's usually warm. It rains very often, not very often. If we get snow, you can see the snow from your house, and you're like, ooh, it looks cold up there.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Great.
all right.
Yeah, just as warm as I can be beyond what's even necessary.
Okay, so you
Does
all
it look like a Hollywood movie star about to go ride in her convertible?
Yeah,
Yeah, have you ever seen Thelma and Louise?
Yes!
that's the one.
We're Thelma and Louise! Yay!
I'm that kid from a Christmas Story, can't put his arms down.
Oh, yeah.
I can't put my arms down.
I think I heard you just say what can't put its arms down. I don't know if you did.
I might have said that.
What can't put its arms down?
I might have said that. I don't know. Maybe the thing that Madge says.
I'm not kidding for a Christmas story. What can't put its arms down?
as you guys are kind of doing like a little like fashion show amongst yourselves, like posing, and like you're like holding the gun, you're just like,
Inappropriate circumstances.
This
Right?
is. I can only I can only assume or imagine how different the playstyle would be if Alcuin were here. Because we are going off the rails.
I'm trying to stay serious. It's so hard for me personally.
It's because the two of us are just like nonstop.
So you hear this meh, meh,
Oh, yeah.
meh sound coming from, and like a flashing red light, and you can hear the front door unlocking, and you can hear a seal come in, and
We gotta get
Bob stands there and he goes,
Yep.
all right, it's now or never.
So suddenly Maddie actually feels nervous instead of her genuine optimism as usual, and she clings onto Ollie's arm and is like definitely a little apprehensive about going out.
I can walk out first. I do
That would
have
be
a
really
gun.
great.
I'm not gonna use it, but I do have it.
Okay. And then like yell
the
back
gun?
to us.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, use what?
Do we have to follow?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, will all three of you roll a composure roll?
That's a good idea. 'Cause I was gonna say I have been like full nervous this whole time, but I'm very good at hiding it. Let's see if that holds.
I'm gonna bring my dice.
Now I'm
tray over
rolling
here, so-
against the second number
Okay.
in.
Yes,
So
so
the
the
composure-
number in the right column next to composure.
And what is the number right before that?
That is that column is used to get the number. So basically,
so that's
with
irrelevant
Roll
for the
below
roll.
it. So it's-
yes,
yeah,
that
roll
number
your
is basically
percentile.
with items or
you
gestalt
can roll
points when you
another
created your character. That number is used to
Oh my
get to the
God.
level that you're at.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
So depending on what you roll, so this is a great start to roll.
I literally rolled 2%
'cause-
over
'cause,
my.
you're just
Okay,
my
that's
DC,
fine.
yeah.
for every 10. Oh,
Yeah, so I'm gonna explain
go
that so
ahead,
that everyone
yeah.
can get
Cool.
Good
so
point.
for so everyone's got a number next to whatever skill I'm going to ask you guys to roll. So for this one is composure. So for let's see, what character am I looking at? I am looking at I believe
My composure is 48%.
48%. Okay,
Yeah.
so your goal is to roll your percentile die and roll below that number. For every 10 below that number, you get a degree of success. Now, for every 10 above, you get a degree of failure. Now, that's when we talk about how different actions happen. Now, the max number of successes is 5, and the max number of failures is 5. Now, if
Like
you
per game?
no, per roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you had a 48 and you rolled a 50, it would just be a kind of like a nonchalant whatever. And it wouldn't really considered a degree of failure. But if you had a 59, which means you've gone over 10, you have a degree of failure. Now, if you got a 42, which is not 10, it does count as a degree of success. So
But if you are below within 10,
it counts as 1 degree of success.
but on a failure, if you're within,
It just
10.
counts as like we basically talk it out, and it's kind of like a wash almost.
Oh, okay.
It's not any. You're not going to take any negative consequences, but you won't do the cool thing that you were trying to do.
And from the Game Gorgon video that I watched about this, maybe I misinterpreted this, but was there a thing about like if you narrate? Like
Yeah, so basically once you tell me what the degrees of success or failure are, I'm going to give you the option to either narrate what happens yourself or allow me to narrate what happens.
Okay.
I'm going to be as harsh as possible,
Sure.
while you're probably going to be a little bit easier. So it kind of pushes on to
Right,
you
right,
to
right.
narrate what your actions are going to be. But feel free if you're not really sure, and if you narrate something and I don't think it is harsh enough or it's not good enough, I may step in and say, I'll
You
Also-
also lose a finger.
Yeah.
also this happens.
So why don't we start with you?
Okay, so my composure is 48%, and I rolled 32.
Nice.
So I have a degree of success.
Nice, awesome. We're gonna go and gonna find out what everyone's are, because there are ways that you can use your degrees of success to assist your friends. So, for example, if the we gave in Game Gorgon is if Krug was slipped off and had a couple degrees of failure while trying to balance, and I had a couple degrees of success while balancing, I can use my degrees of success to prevent him from falling, and I can grab him or steady him so that it's not as bad.
Okay.
So, Madeline,
My composure is 60, and I rolled a 75.
All right. So you
one
have
degree of
you have
failure.
1 degree of failure.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got 1 degree of success, 1 degree of failure.
And mine is a 60, and I rolled a 62.
Okay, so yours is kind of a wash.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think.
I love that the first roll is like I have the lowest composure out of all of us, which my composure still isn't bad. 48's like pretty decent. But I was the only one to succeed on it. That's like I'm like, okay, good start, everyone. we're doing it.
all right, so you have a degree of success. How would you like to use it?
So I'm thinking. Well, you were just saying right before we did the composure roll that like now that we're at the door and we're about to go out, you were feeling a little bit less composed,
Yes.
as it were. And you said you were going to grab onto Alden's arm. So I think right when that happens, Alden is like, I'm also very worried and nervous, but I'm going to kind of like hide that and like and just like show like so like when you grab my arm, I'm just gonna like shoot you like a quick smile, be like, whatever, and I'm gonna like try and have the most confidence that I can muster and just be like, all right, walking out the door, and I'm just gonna start going. That's how I feel.
Okay. Do you want to use that degree of success to kind of hamper her, not hamper, but to reduce her degree of failure?
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay, great. So you do that. You were like, you were
I was
kind of
starting
starting
to
to
panic,
yeah,
yeah.
you were starting to hyperventilate almost, and you grab their arm. Sorry, you grab their arm, and they look at you, and you kind of just,
Yeah.
we got this.
I know my friend is there for me, so
Yep.
it's okay.
Your palms are sweaty.
Yeah, well, I would say
He's
like
weak.
so.
There is no
spaghetti.
there is no vomit on your sweater already.
But like for Mads, because Mads is generally a pretty like unemotional, like you don't read a lot of what's going on inside with Mads unless they tell you. But I think probably for the first time you can visibly see. First time I guess since their sister died, but like you can see them shaking for a reason. And it just takes like one big breath, very obvious big breath to calm them down, but they're noticeably nervous.
All right. The three of you walk into this small little tiny room, and as the door starts to close, it
That's
stops.
a bad idea. We gotta go back.
And the door stops. Your father comes out and gives you a big hug.
Maddie's a bit flabbergasted by this show of affection
Yeah.
after months of living with these people.
Yeah. For a moment, my instinct is to stop it, but
Roll me
All right.
roll me a
dodge.
spot. Listen.
A spot listen. Mm-hmm.
What
Good.
is that?
It's a skill check, a basic skill check.
Okay. I rolled a 37, and my spot is 57, so I have 2 degrees of success.
Perfect. So this was an opposed roll, right? And so you're not going to narrate what happens. I'm going to.
Okay.
Your father grabs the back of your shorts and shoves another gun in the back of your pants.
Okay.
Another 8 Mile reference.
So you now have a 9mm tucked behind you.
Cool.
And he gives you a pat, and then he walks out, and he stares at you, and he closes the door. The lock. You guys are currently in a small, tiny room.
Maddie promptly grabs hold of Aldi again.
and I turn to face like away from the door. I'm just like, that just make me uncomfortable.
It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was about to jump in and pull him off, but then he kind of just moved away.
Do you guys want to roll to see what happened?
Probably. I probably would be watching that closely.
Yeah,
So it makes sense that I would roll a spot.
it's up to you if you guys want to know.
It makes
that.
Yeah.
I feel like they would just tell me. later.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It's like, that made me uncomfortable. And then I lean over, I'm like, he put a gun in my pants.
That's weird. In different contexts, that would sound really gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 60 for a 43, so I have a degree of failure.
You probably thought it was a little just weird.
Yeah. Like, I just look. Since we're gonna be together, real quick confession: I do not like your father. I'll just leave it at that for now.
Hey, likewise.
Thank God. All right, I was gonna be sweating about that for days. I'm glad you feel.
You hear a boom, boom, boom,
Is this thing
I can
soundproof?
hear you.
And he's standing at the window going,
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right.
I will go to open the door.
I will go to open the door.
No, please.
No.
Aldi, I can't let you. Just please let me
All right.
open the door. All right.
Okay.
We do have our lives way more ahead of us than
Exactly. That's
does.
right. Exactly. That's why I'm going to open the door.
it's fucked.
No, I mean, look, Maddie's right. That's why I'm reaching my arm out and I'm grabbing the doorknob and I'm opening the door. That's why my hands are out of my pocket.
They're not. They're still in your pockets.
Aldi, can you open the door?
I can open the
Thank
door.
you.
No, Aldi.
Please.
No, it's okay.
One more
Aldi, I'm
favor.
scared.
I
What?
grab Aldi by the arm really quick.
With the other arm?
Yeah. Tell Zachery I opened it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna pull out a little notepad. Tell Zach. Mads.
MADS.
Thank you for spelling that for me.
I'm
Open
sorry.
door for rescue. Okay.
Um.
And then I open door for rescue.
So you open the door, and the secondary door leads to a ladder that goes straight up to basically a manhole,
Cool.
a person hole.
Oh, Jake, just call it a hole.
Just call it a hole.
at the very top. Through once you open the door, you hear
Like birds?
yeah.
All right. This I can do first.
Can I do a spot
This
check?
is literally the first time you've heard birds in 6 months.
There's birds.
I want to do a spot check to like see like what the surrounding area looks.
So you haven't gone up yet. This is
okay.
from this is
Oh,
you
okay.
hear this once
Wait.
you've opened the door.
Can I do a climb check to climb the ladder?
You do not need to make a climb check, you are not in any sort of danger, and it is meant for someone to climb up easily.
I get it. Don't roll if you don't have to.
I would not.
I was, you know what? Hijinks and handlebars just yesterday. I was telling my players the same thing, and here I am.
Heaven forbid 5 failures while you're climbing.
I get right out the door and I die.
I
get to the
climb
top and
then
I
you slip and
No.
just break your neck.
That would happen.
No, my Aldi,
I'm
no.
super not going to do that now.
Okay.
Although part of me wants to.
All right, so you said you wanted to make a spotless, or do you want to climb up?
I want to climb up.
Okay, so you get to the top. You are going to need to use Brawl
Okay.
to be able to
Fight these birds.
to try and push open this heavy metal.
Cool.
But you do see that there is a little hole in it, and you do see light.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna get to the top, and I look down. I'm like, hey, I see some light.
Do you see flowers yet?
I don't see flowers yet, but I hear those. Those birds are loud.
I hear those birds.
Those loud birds. Oh, nailed it. I rolled a 5.
Nice. How many degrees of success is that?
That's 3 degrees.
3 degrees of success.
Yeah.
You put your hands on it and you push it up, and you were smart enough to actually wrap your leg around the ladder so that you weren't just standing and lifting. So you wrap your leg around and you push up, and you notice that there's debris on top of it. But you push your hardest and you're able to push the cover over, and you see light. You see the sky.
What do you see?
I see light. I see the sky. Love that joke. And do I see snow and stuff?
Right now,
I'm just like I'm seeing like direct sunlight.
you're literally looking directly up. Like if you're in the ground, you're looking. And this is something you guys can see. I mean,
It's probably
all these kind of
probably
blocking.
so bright.
What does the atmosphere look like? Is there anything weird about the house?
You gotta
Spot.
take a step up and take a spot.
I'm taking a step up. I'm gonna do my spot check. I'm gonna use my purple dice. I'm gonna use my purple dice for my spot check. 4! Oh, do you see that?
Jesus.
Oh,
Let's just hope it happens when you need it.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm learning all this information. Oh, this is great. It's like, okay, someone pulls a gun on you. Okay, 100. Oh. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. So yeah, 4, and my spot's so good too.
Blow it up.
57. So that's 5 degrees of success.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's I
Yeah.
maxed out.
Yeah.
Tell me everything.
So, with
Everybody
5 degrees of
will-
success, I'm going to describe what's around you, and I'm going to also allow you to kind of choose something within reason that you see that you want to see.
I
Okay, so
see Will Smith from I Am Legend. Sorry, go
Within
ahead.
reason.
Sorry.
All right, so you pop your head up, and the shelter itself was built in your backyard.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the first thing you immediately see is the fact that your house is still there. But your house, all of the windows are blown out. And the house is covered in a light level of snow. The ground around you, snow. The debris in which you pushed over was probably a tree that was in your backyard that got pushed over. Your backyard, the fence around your house, pushed over. Anything that wasn't real sturdily put into the ground has basically been blown down due to some level of debris or from some sort of blast of some sort. In the distance, where you saw the skyline, you do not see the building's skyline anymore. And it's not due to fog. It's not due to snow. It's just
Like I can see past it.
you can see past it, and from where you believe it used to be, you see smoke emanating from it. Still. You are the only one up there. Is there something that you wish to see up there?
Zachery.
Yeah. Can I see Zach? No. Yeah. So since we already pointed out that the sound of birds and stuff can I see them? These birds?
Yeah, there's some birds in the tree.
There are some birds in a tree, and this tree is like covered in snow. So these birds are like.
Yeah, it's probably like a larger like oak, something real strong that's like rooted itself deeply into the ground. That like after 6 months, has
Oh, I know what I want to see. Can I see footprints?
You do. So from watching
Nice.
the workers build the shelter, that where the ventilation comes in from.
Yeah.
So when you go up there, you immediately look over there, and you see footprints running from them, very fresh.
I'm gonna yell down, be like, "Oh hey, it's this is you're gonna want to see this." Just kidding. No, I see Zachary's footprints. I'm pretty
Good.
sure.
Yeah.
And also there are birds, and also there's snow. If you've never seen snow before, like I have, this is tripping me out.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen snow in so long. I want to come up. Let's make snowmen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Make some room for us up
maybe
there.
later.
So,
I'm gonna
Maddie.
I'm gonna climb completely out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maddie follows.
Yep. As soon as they're both up, I will go up.
Okay. So while you're up there, Aldi, with your wonderful 5, something that you also notice on the ground is you notice like random articles of like clothing kind of right around the hole. Like a shoe or like
Are they
shirt.
Zachary's?
no.
No. Okay.
They're not anywhere near the vent. They're over by where you had lifted the hole.
Oh, okay. Like, do I recognize these clothes at all? Should I do some sort of a
I don't think there's a memory.
recall?
If you want to pick them up and do a search check.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
I'll let you do that. Oh damn! I should have made you do a pull instead of a brawl. My bad.
Okay,
yeah.
my lift and pull is 35%, and my brawl is 36%. So
Okay, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
yeah, but we'll
Sorry.
retcon. I did a lift or a pull. Okay, so I'm doing a search. Okay, somebody save me.
I mean, it's a search through some clothes. I mean,
I searched through the clothes. I find a mirror with my own face in it, and it sucks my soul. And no, the search. Oh, that's not so bad.
A mirror with your own face in it, if you're looking at it, that's just a mirror.
Yeah, but then it sucked my soul in. That's a
It
good
was
point.
that kind of game.
53% is what I needed to beat, and I rolled 85%.
Okay, so
So
was
that's
it
3 degrees of failure.
3 degrees of failure. You're searching through these cult clothes. Not only do you not find anything of like use, but you also don't recognize the clothing whatsoever.
And they're also really tacky.
Yes, actually.
I'm gonna,
Like they're definitely clothes that you wouldn't wear because like if I were to describe them in any way, they look like worker clothes. Like stuff that you would go out and like paint in or like build in or
gotcha.
something, you know?
can I like just show it to them? Do either of you want to? I don't know why these are here. I just like
I
just
refuse to look at those things. I'm just
those
kidding.
are
I don't.
so gross.
They do seem a little gross. I don't know.
They're a little gross. I mean, I will take a look. Yeah. See, I mean, it's suspicious.
Was that you rolling?
No, I'll be dropping. And for me, that is a 32 for 43. So that is 1 degree of success.
Maybe someone just realized they were wearing really ugly clothes and like took them off.
You see that the clothes are
It's
like
sunburned.
ripped or torn, but that's about it.
Cool.
There's no blood on them. There's nothing of value. You just see that they're ripped and torn, and you know the basic information that I told Alden, which is that they look like worker clothes.
Whoa.
Okay.
Do you point out the
I can see my
footprints,
breath.
by the way?
Yeah. Oh, I can see my breath. This is amazing.
Just so y'all know, I know nothing about these clothes except that there's blood, and I think a worker wore them.
There is
There
no blood.
is no blood.
No blood.
There's
There's
no blood,
no
but
blood.
they are ripped and torn.
Yeah, they're ripped
Ripped
and
and
torn.
torn, no blood.
Yeah.
Cool. I say it accurately.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's all right. We're up here for a reason. So let's.
gotta
The footprints are over
Go
there.
get my nephew. Oh God! All right.
Should we like go look at your house? Like, is there anything you need?
Or something that might help us.
Yeah.
And so you got like,
I just mostly want to see your bedroom.
do you have a computer?
You know what? Actually, looking from here, my bedroom
Oh
is.
yeah, is
Do
there
you
internet?
have a computer?
internet?
We got to go check that out.
Your phone has been dead for a while.
No, it has not. I turned it off as soon as I got into the
Okay.
manual.
Yeah, you mentioned that revealed the characters
Okay.
actually.
It is 100% charged,
I
ready
will
to go.
say, I am like eyes like peering over her shoulder into her phone as she's turning it on.
Yes, I want to see if
need
there's
to
internet.
know what's going on with the internet.
Yeah, I guess we could go in and see if we can find some. I see if there's internet still. But oh gosh, looking from here. Oh, my room exploded. It's gone. My room is just
I don't
gone.
see anything that looks
My
like
room
it's
is gone.
exploded.
You want to lie? You want to roll that?
I suppose.
Oh, nice 9. So, what is there a lie roll?
Yeah.
You can lie to Maddie. She sees it.
There-
Soul.
There's intimidate. There is diplomacy. I think you could use one of those to kind of
Barter, persuade.
expression.
Expression. Expression makes sense to me.
Okay.
It's also my expression is 31%, and I rolled a 9.
Okay.
So I have 2 degrees of success.
Yeah. You want to roll against that?
Yeah, I'd also like
It's. I'll do a countered expression roll.
98.
Oh,
That's almost the worst you could have rolled.
Is this determined motive?
yeah, determined motives.
Cool.
So
So it's gonna be
40
it's
and
gonna
I
be
got-
determined motives.
Oh, wait, determined motives.
Yeah, it's a little lower on the sheet.
It's under trained.
So yours is gonna be persuade.
This one.
Mine can be persuade.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still pass. Mine is 60 and I rolled 70. Or no, 7. Derp.
Oh, 7.
No, wait, 70. Wait, what is this?
70. That's 70.
It's
yeah.
70. Never mind, I didn't pass.
While you may believe that the room has exploded, you don't know, you don't see anything that's exploded. You know what? Do me a favor. This is we're gonna do we're gonna add a difficulty dice because they can physically see your.
I know. I'm
So-
super.
So roll a d6 in addition, and see.
Roll the 1.
Okay, so you add 1 to whatever you rolled. So if you add a 9,
So I'm at a 10.
you're at a 10.
And I still have 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
But I was not expecting for this to go very well.
So you both kind of.
Well, I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry. You must have had so many memories in there. I really wish we could have saved it.
Can Maddie know that they're lying, but just like appease them because she knows that like they don't want to be embarrassed?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm okay with it.
And clearly, Mads believes it. So if you pretend to believe it, it will help at least them convince me. So.
But we can go. I want to go into the house.
So you turned your phone on.
Mm-hmm.
So you turned your phone on, and you know the Amber Alert that happens, like when randomly, uncontrollably, that starts blaring as soon.
How do I make it stop?
It works.
How?
Let me see it. Let me see it. Pat,
I just like
Mads
Here,
has-
I got it. I got it. No, just kidding. I will turn it off.
Okay.
Not the phone.
Like
Yeah, no, I know what you
silent.
meant.
Put it on silent.
So,
That was scary.
you saw that the warning on there was emergency find shelter.
Cool.
That's all it said on there.
I suppose I would read it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what?
Was it a kid and that was taken away in a white van?
No. I
That said
think it
free
was the
candy on it.
That's actually like a myth. Like a lot of pedophiles don't drive white vans. They're just like normal people like you and me. And I think that it's really important to be vigilant and to like teach these things in school, don't you?
What kind of cars do they drive?
Like all cars.
That makes sense. That's right, yeah.
And then Alden's just going to be doing pray hands. Like, yes.
I like that. Oh, I've seen that. I know what that is.
So you,
Pray hands?
all of you, you see that you get that alarm and it goes off, but you see that it's got the little no signal symbol up on the top, and then you see a single signal, and then it disappears.
No. I had data for like 2 seconds.
Hold it out and like walk in a circle.
yeah.
See which direction. Hold it to your chin. You
out,
gotta
walk
hold
in
your phone to your chin is actually what I heard.
Wait,
like
I
this?
don't know if it's true, but I heard
I
it.
think the higher you get, I'm gonna lift Maddie up.
Yay!
All right,
That's good.
roll a lift.
I'm gonna get a
pull.
hernia right
Can I
now.
help and assist with this?
Yeah.
Cool.
This is nonsense.
Jesus. I rolled a 59 for 28. I'm rolling bad.
I got a 67 for a 37.
Okay, so
So I'm in 3 degrees
35,
of failure.
excuse me. I also have 3 degrees of failure.
you both take a leg and lift up and then fall back
Like
yeah.
just in the snow.
and so you're all just laying in the snow.
Oh, that's so cold.
Yeah. You're probably fine because you're
Actually,
that's probably
this
why
isn't so bad.
you were having problems because you were
Yeah,
wearing too much.
I can put my arms down. I can't put them up all the way.
I'm just still holding my phone
Yeah.
up so it doesn't touch the snow.
So you guys are
Sorry.
sitting there and you hear the sporadic sounds of gunfire.
Right back in the shelter. We'll come back again tomorrow. Into your house.
Into my house. Are they coming from the house?
You know, it sounds far off.
Okay.
Into the house. Into the house. We gotta get safe from there.
Wait. There's other people out here.
Yeah.
Well, like we survived, so
That's a good point. And they have guns.
Zachary took a gun.
Zachary
took a gun.
Anything you need in your house. Anything important.
We should check it.
Let's check it quick, and then we should follow those gunshots carefully.
I'm scared.
Right?
Well, what if it's not Zachary though?
We'll follow the footsteps.
What?
Well,
Do
maybe
the
they're
footsteps
nice.
go towards the gunshots?
You haven't followed the footsteps. All the from what you can see, the footsteps go in front of the house,
Okay, so we
and
haven't
so
seen where
you
to go
don't
past that.
know from there.
I mean, maybe people are just like doing target practice or something, and it's just like,
There are other people out right now.
All
maybe
right. All right.
Zachary.
Let's check out your house. Make sure it's safe. Get what we need. Look for Zachary, and then keep the gunshots in mind.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I wanna.
yeah.
I wanna like look around from the outside of the house and see if it seems like anyone is in there or if there's anything inside we need to be worried about.
Inside the house.
Inside the house.
Okay, so
yeah.
roll.
So without going in.
How
taking it out.
How quickly are you trying to do this?
I will take my time as much as I need to not be sensed
Okay.
if someone's in there.
so just
but
roll the dice normally.
This is sense, right? Or search.
Search.
Sweet. That is 12 for 43, so I have 3 degrees of success.
Okay. You look inside and you kind of like peek in because all the windows are busted. So you're able to look in and you can see that the only thing that has entered this house is probably like rodents or living creatures of some sort that aren't humanoid.
Okay.
You know that the doors are still locked, but the windows are busted. So,
Sure.
I mean, it's more than likely if anyone went through, they're not there anymore.
Cool. All right, so I give the like the two fingers over.
Okay,
and I hope they know what that means.
Yeah, I'm
and I hope
gonna
I do
go
it right.
in and I'm gonna do like a quick search of my house. Like, I don't know, looking for.
So you're going to go through one of the windows?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to be cautious though because there's glass, probably, right?
Yeah. So you're going to roll. Why don't you roll me a climb check?
Okay.
I'm still trying to get signal.
Yeah.
Running around.
Are you planning on going into the house?
If Aldi wants me to.
Okay. I rolled a 39 and my climb is 35.
Okay, so it's just kind of what you get over. You don't. It doesn't hurt. You just kind of like it wasn't a very difficult like window. You just kind of hop through. But as soon as you get in, your backpack goes.
What's that?
I'm
What's going on?
gonna take my backpack off
Uh-huh.
and I want to look for whatever this is.
It's a Geiger counter.
I hop right back out. I hop right back out. Oh no, 52. 52 for a 31. That's two degrees of failure.
You are in such a rush to get out that you dive out and you roll out of the window and just like land in the on the floor and you're just like, oh crap.
And I'm like running to catch them.
Maddie rushes
for
over
sure,
to them
and
and
pick
is
them
like,
up.
"What's
Are you
wrong?
okay?
What's
What's going
wrong?"
on? What was that?
Don't go in there.
Why?
Don't-
Why?
Why?
There's
What was the thing in the
there's a Geiger counter in my backpack and there's a lot of radiation there or something. I don't know.
Why in the house and not out here?
I don't.
That's a good question. I wish I could say we should investigate, but I think that would mean going in the house, which we should not do, unfortunately.
Do you think there's like a meteor or something in there?
Aldi, roll a composure. I guess this is the best one. A composure to try to remember anything that your father might have told you about radiation, because he was a crazy person.
Is it?
My composure is. I did 67 for 48, so that is 1 degree of failure.
You know that when radiation or an explosion happens, it emits a lot of radioactive dust, right? And if there's nothing to wash it away or to cover it or do anything, it
just settles.
It settles and just lives. So inside your house, there's like when it rains, when it was snowing, all that stuff, all of the things inside of your house were not being hit by that. So it's covered in radioactive dust.
Okay, so I'll relay that information.
Wait, so does that mean that like anywhere that we try to find shelter is going to be like that?
Unless somebody was there to like dust it or something.
All the you
Cleaning it, or if it had strong windows or didn't like from where you're at. From what you can tell, is the blast was closer to where the metropolitan center was. Mm-hmm. So like the further away from it, the less damage it happens. So you're going to want to move away from the blast,
right?
To try and find shelter.
We don't know who bombed us, right? Yeah.
You have no idea. You know that there was a lot of geopolitical, like, just garbage that was going on. You'd probably gone to a few protests, but, like, at the end of the day, you're just like, yeah, let's go to a protest.
It was for selfies mostly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, you had a cool sign and you went and took photos and that, you know, but I none of you really paid close enough attention. You've probably heard your father like yelling about the Ruskies and, you know, about like, you know, and just generically just really slanderous slurs about every single other country that's out there. So it could have been Canada for all you know.
I will say Mads had been all over the internet, so I've probably seen a lot of hateful things that could lead me to believe anyone could have done this.
So if with your character, you know that the U.S. and every country were having really, really high tensions. And it wasn't necessarily something that one country did to another, but just kind of like an overall tension that was building and building. And no one really understood like what was leading to this, but you know that like there was talks about like areas being sick and causing diseases and like widespread panic in different areas, and they were rushing to different countries. And so like there was just like this overall tension that everyone was having because no one knew what the hell to do. And like more than likely the thought process was, well, kill them before they kill us. And
Cool.
more than likely, that's what you kind of feel
Sure.
it is.
Yeah.
And you don't know if we were the first to be attacked
Right.
or if we've attacked first.
Cool. I think that like any conversations we have about it, I think Mads mostly internalizes that because that's not at all a comforting thought. So I think they keep that in.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, can we just try to get on your internet really fast? Like, is it here?
Yeah, I know where the modem was. So if we just want to go on the outside and get as close to the building without going in as possible, let's try that.
And you like give the password or whatever.
Yeah, if it even shows up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does it show up?
Dude, I freaking doubt we have electricity.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You'll have to
like
move
the
those.
power in which you had down in the shelter was a mix between candle and generator power,
Okay.
and so that generator power was not powering the house. So there is no power in the house whatsoever. You do definitely see telephone lines down, but you don't see any sort of like sparking or anything like that happening
Okay.
from them. So you don't believe that they're live.
Okay.
We could lick them to find out. My character would not suggest it, but I
All
generally
you have
think
to
we
do
should,
is
so.
grab one end and grab the other one. And
Yeah.
Haven't you ever seen birds?
And you put them both on your
Yeah.
tongue.
If you get that far. All right.
Okay. I guess we'll try when we get closer to the city. I mean, I had a bar for a second, but let's take a selfie really fast before I turn my phone back off. 'Cause
I mean, I can take the
Okay.
pictures.
us in
if
the
you want.
apocalypse.
You want the selfie?
Should I have my gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just do that. I'll just
Okay.
cute.
If we get it back and you can get back on Instagram, is that going to go on Instagram?
Yeah. Obviously.
Okay.
I'll comment on it.
Cool.
I've been meaning to make an account.
Wait. Let's focus. We're here to find Zachery.
I would like to look at the footsteps and see where they're leading.
So you follow the footsteps out to the front yard, and you see them going down the street closer to the city.
Okay.
You definitely see that all of the houses in the neighborhood, all of the windows are blown out. There's tree branches and there's a lot of debris everywhere and a light level of snow across everything.
So I think the smartest thing to do, safest thing to do at least, would be to move away from the heart of the city, away from the blast zone. Unfortunately, we will not be doing that because the footsteps are going straight into danger.
Well, what do you think he's doing?
Honestly, I couldn't guess a ton about that kid. I mean, maybe playing Pokemon cards or something if he found some friends, but last thing I
Didn't someone? Wasn't there like a fight?
had some hobbies.
Wasn't there a fight or something? Why was there a fight? Why did he leave in the first place?
I don't know. I mean, look, I heard the yelling and I thought that doesn't involve me at all. Now I'm not so sure that's true because I think that may have been a fight that he was involved in. Personally, my guess is he wasn't so much running to as running from. I think he was trying to get out. But again,
don't know
less than I
why.
should. Barely know the kid. So
The sounds of gunfire again. Da, 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 da.
now that I'm looking at the city, are those coming from
It's definitely coming from the city.
beans? All right.
Can I? My dad loved shooting guns and would take me to the gun range all the time. I wouldn't partake, but he wanted me to. Can I determine?
The best that he ever got with you is got you to shoot a BB gun.
Yeah, I shot a BB gun and it was like I was like, you guys take me to a gun range, and it's like, so I shot a BB gun at a
At a
gun
gun
range.
range, that's awesome.
At a target, of course.
Yeah, at a target.
From a safe distance.
Can I determine if the sound that this gun is making or the way that it's like firing is similar or like kind of the same as the gun that I know Zachery took?
It does not sound like the gun.
Okay, so that's not Zachery.
So you know that Zachery took some sort of handgun.
Like a handgun, yeah, pistol or
and
something.
this
right.
this is a rapid fire weapon.
Oh no!
You can't tell if it is what type of gun because that was a part of your life you did not want to be around, but you definitely know the difference between a handgun being squeezed and pulled the trigger versus a gun where you pull the trigger and it goes.
What if it's the military? What if they're here to save us?
If it's the military, I doubt they're here to save us. You should know that.
Well, if it's the military, what are they firing at?
I think we should proceed, and I think we should do so carefully.
Okay. Can I roll stealth?
Absolutely.
Yes. I also have navigation. Could that help us to find the stealthiest and quickest route?
So the navigation will allow you to head towards where you believe in a remembrance of how the area is. When you guys roll your stealth check, please roll 1 difficulty die.
Okay.
Because you are walking in snow, and the snow does make a soft crunch sound, as well as leave footprints.
Which is the difficulty die? Which one?
It's just add a d6.
Oh, wait, never mind. I thought it was 95. It's 59. Still not great, but not as bad.
So 78. All right. So mine was I rolled a 28, and my stealth is 45. So that's 1 degree of success.
Would you roll? 25?
28.
20. Okay, so 1 degree of success.
Well, I would have rolled a 23, but then my difficulty die was a 5, so I rolled a 28.
My stealth is 43, and I rolled a 78.
And I also was rolling for a 43, and I rolled a 60. So I'm at 1 degree of success.
What
Failure,
was I?
sorry.
Fail.
2 or 3? 78 over
It'd be
43.
2, or...
So it's
No, it
every
would be
10.
3.
That's
So-
3 degrees of
You're at 3,
failure.
I'm at 1. How much success did you have?
I had 1.
Okay.
Would you like to describe your degrees of failure?
Maddie has not always been the most graceful person in the world. It's why she dropped out of ballet when she was younger. So, as she's trying to like get down and squat like she's seen like a myriad of action movies, she just kind of like trips over her own feet and like in an attempt to not land on her phone or her machete, like contorts really weirdly and like hits the ground and lets out a really loud yelp and just makes a big mess.
Okay. I'll accept that as 3 degrees.
Can I use one of my degrees of success to like
You can chop spurs, or
just
you
from
can-
that moment on, can I carry Matt?
Not with 1 degree of success.
Darn it.
That's
a good point.
the best I would say if you're going to try to remove one of her degrees of failure would be that when she falls and she like makes that like right, because it's probably not just one yell. It's
Yeah,
like
she's
it's like,
probably like,
a parade of cursing
Yeah.
or something, right? You can use a degree of failure.
Okay.
You know, to try to like.
Straight up grab
And
her
then I
around her
think
mouth.
so. Once that happens, actually, I had 1 degree of failure. Mads is like, because you just scream, and I think Mads is walking in front of you, so he's like, "What? Okay, you're fine. You okay?
I'm gonna
Sure.
picture it like a she screams
No, that's
and
good.
it's like a ha ha.
All right, I'm glad you're okay." Yeah, and I think just the rest of the trip, though, I'm not at ease again. So I'm just like breathing loudly and just like, sorry.
I think I skinned my knees.
Well, we
You can-
can't take a look because if we pull back the cloth,
It
it's-
hurts.
When we get to a spot where it's safe, I can check that out. I've read every single forum about health and first aid and first responders and just general medicine. And I watched a lot of Nip Tuck and I watched a lot of Dr. House and I
I
watched a lot
volunteered
of...
in a vet clinic in college.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel useless.
No.
You're not useless.
No. Hey,
You're my best friend.
you opened the door. And that's the
Hey,
first thing you
wait,
need.
no.
Don't.
You open
don't
the
gotta
door.
do that right now. Hey, look, I'm smiling.
And then I'm like, shh.
You're saying, look, I'm
Yeah.
smiling, but you literally have
Yeah.
something coming. You're like, look, I'm
Hey, look, I'm
smiling.
smiling. I know you've never seen it, you still haven't, but just imagine. I look real cute when I smile.
And then like I guess we'll continue on.
Okay, so you guys continue on walking, and probably not the best stealth, you know.
Yeah, I'm probably like limping now.
You know, you probably discovered the fact that your backpack also has wheels on it, and so you're like, and like take it off your bag, and you're like wheeling it through the snow.
Yep.
So it's just making a like the whole entire time.
Not-
Like it's
not really.
light snow. It's not like a heavy. It's not like you're really. It's just a light
Not
powder.
trudging, just
Yeah. So you continue to go, and you're following that sound that you had originally heard, and it happens every once in a while. Like it's maybe every like couple of minutes. Like you'll hear like a couple of shots go off.
We're following the footsteps, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you notice that the footsteps are going in that correct direction.
Cool.
You start to you hear it again, and you're.
I'm gonna die before I ever meet Zachery. You know what? Alcuin will be on next time, but I won't.
Don't say that.
Sorry, you're right.
You start to get close enough, and as you're getting closer to the city, you notice that the snow is dropping less and less because the buildings that are on fire are emanating some level of heat. So you're getting closer, and there's less snow as you get closer and closer to the city.
Cool.
I have a question. Why are the buildings on fire if the bombs dropped like 2 months ago?
Because massive amounts of debris. Like literally, if there's something
It just keeps stoking.
And it's chemical fire too, right? So that's like probably part of it is like constantly.
Yeah, if there's no one there to try and put out the fires, it's literally just going to keep burning, as far as you can tell.
Wow. Fire is so cool, you guys. I think we need to cut it some slack. In our real lives.
Oh no!
So you
you're
guys aren't close enough to like actual burning buildings. You just notice that the snow is less prominent, and you notice that it's more soot than it is snow as you get closer. As you walk down, you see a single person
Duck behind a building.
walking down the street, down the center of the street. Everyone roll a spot. Or a spot listener.
Yeah. Sweet.
Oh yeah. 4 degrees of success, baby.
Awesome.
I rolled a 17 and mine is a 57.
I rolled an 11 from a 43, so that would be 3, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
I rolled
We're
a
nailing
29
it.
for 43, so that's 1.
So you all have degrees of success.
Yeah.
Also, can we let's just add another degree for success because that high five was really good.
I'll take that.
That made such a pure sound.
Satisfying.
It's like a crack.
You see a person walking down the center that is not Zachery. It is most definitely not Zachery. It is a woman. This woman is very sickly ill. She is very gangly and looks to have like a broken leg or something, and so she's limping. And as you're kind of starting to like, oh my God, we got to help this person, 3 men walk out of an alleyway.
Never good.
And you see the 3 men, and they all have automatic weapons. And you see these men open fire and kill that woman.
I immediately do like duck behind a building.
Building.
I've never.
What? What?
Keep your composure. Keep calm.
Speaking of which,
So
I'd
all
like
of
to
you
roll
roll
composure.
stealth.
Yeah.
Stealth. And we'll do stealth first
Stealth
because this
first.
is you guys ducking behind.
Okay.
And then after we figure out that, we'll roll composure.
I have a question. What is it when I roll all zeros?
That
zero
is
is
100.
I thought so.
Oh no!
So that is literally the worst. It is an automatic 5 degrees of failure.
No!
Oh god.
I got by the skin of my teeth. I rolled a 41 and my stealth is 43.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't have skin on my teeth. I rolled an 81 for 43, so that's
Whoa,
3 degrees of failure.
Oh my god.
For a cumulative 8.
Wait. Do I have the thingy? Do I have those thingies that I can spend to get rid of thingies?
Yes, you have 2 competency points. Yeah, I think it's.
And what do they do?
You can use them to add 2 degrees of success or remove 2 degrees of failure.
Here's the thing. Even if we remove 2 degrees of failure, I don't think it's going to help us as a group not get spotted. Because I'm at 3, you're at 5. And you didn't have any success,
Okay.
right?
All right. I hear
was
you.
Two below.
So you broke even.
Yeah,
basically.
broke even.
I hear you. I respect you. Everything you've just said is super valid.
Okay.
I have 5 degrees of failure.
Uh-huh.
That means like in the words of like making hard moves, I'm pretty much giving Indigo free reign to just destroy me.
No.
Sure.
Don't kill. No
I mean,
kill.
look, they are your resources.
How many of them do I have?
You start each session with 2. And they do not...
And they don't replenish.
They do not... Oh, no, they do replenish.
They do
you do not get to stack them.
Oh, okay.
Does that make
Then-
sense?
You use one of the
So if you don't use them this session, you don't get 2 additional ones next session.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. Then I am going to reduce my failure by 2.
okay.
Okay.
You don't have to use them both at the same time. You can use one now and one later. It's not like you have to use 2 at a time. I'm just letting you know that
It
they
puts
are
both-
individual.
both this at 3 if you do what you said, but
Wait, so is spending 1 reduces it by 2, or spending...
No. If you spend 1, it reduces it by 1, or you can spend 2 and reduce it by 2.
Oh, darn it. Well, I'll spend 1 and reduce it by 1, so I'm at 4.
What? Oh, you're only going to spend 1
Yeah.
competency point. Okay, so you have 4 degrees of failure. How would you like to describe how you ran into the alley?
I ran into the alley that they were all in. Or...
Well, you're all running into the same alley. How would you like to describe how your degrees of failure happened?
Okay.
You have 4.
I have 4 degrees of failure. Oh my gosh.
You're going to need to take some level of superficial damage. I'm going to tell you that now.
Like something that necessarily I won't mark a harm, and I won't.
So you can gain an injury,
Okay.
right, without losing a health point, right? So you
gotcha.
can like sprain an ankle
Yeah.
or like get a bruise.
I'm for sure
something
so,
like that.
So we're going into the. I see this. I've never seen someone die before. I've never and especially not in such like a gruesome violent way. Especially because genuinely I was just about to be like, oh, let's go save that person. So as I'm horrified immediately, and I go to jump into this alley, and I twist my ankle because of how quickly I try to jolt in there. And since this is part of a stealth thing, I think I twist my ankle and I yell because it hurts.
Okay, I'll give that as 2 degrees.
And I hit the ground, and I don't make it behind the building.
Okay.
So I'm half of my body is still completely visible to them.
How's this? Not only do you twist your ankle and you'll take a difficulty die using any type of use of your legs,
Okay.
right? Until you deal with that,
Yep.
right? You fall, so you're prone, right? So that'll be 2.
2 difficulty. Yep.
You fall in a visible place, that will be 3. And not only that, but you fall flat and your arms go out and it hits a trash can that's in the alley and makes a loud bang noise. So not only are you visible, but there is noise coming from the alley in which you were trying to go to.
Yeah.
Sound fair?
Yep. It makes
All
sense.
right.
Maddie was running in front of Aldi, but when that happens, she turns around and runs back to them.
Okay, so you're going to stay out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to stay with Aldi. I'm crying.
You've got 3, right? Because
Yeah.
you only had 1, right?
I broke even basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Erring on the side of success broke even.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got 3.
so here's
Gosh.
so
this
you're currently
this is the worst.
is Maddie,
This game is hard.
Yeah. I love
is
it.
Maddie is Maddie obscured right now, or is she out in the open?
No,
again?
she's
Out in the open.
She's
Okay.
holding, trying to get Aldi up and crying.
Sure.
Yeah, she's hysterical.
I think my 3 comes from I had gotten to safety actually first. I was very fast, but they're both out there. I think my 3 failure comes from running out to shove them behind the building.
Okay.
And not having time before they look over to see.
Well, I'll tell you what happens with
Yeah,
that.
but that's okay. Sure. So that's yeah. So I run back out. I just want to shove them behind the building so that they're not seen. That's my ideal.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to.
And
do.
you had 3 degrees of failure,
Of
right?
failure, right?
Okay, so
I get
what really
to that
happened?
point. I get there. What really happens is I thought you were and this is not a diss. I thought you were lighter than you are, or at least in this circumstance with all the weapons and everything. So I go to shove you, and I'm and I'm just I push them a little bit, and I'm like, shit. And then I think everyone's frozen because I'm and then I see them.
Okay.
And I don't know how to move.
So being out in the open is going to be 1 degree of failure because that's the same as is Madison, right? Mm-hmm. And so Madeline. Sorry.
Okay.
I would, if I can put specific things on it, I would say being out in the open, being shaken up, and being petrified from making eye contact with them.
Okay, so we're all gonna have to roll composure rolls after this.
Sure.
I want to add a difficulty die to that roll.
You to get rid of the other two, you can take 2 difficulty dice on your composure roll.
Word.
Okay.
One because I'm shaking on the inside.
So now,
because I can't move on the
everyone
outside.
roll your composure.
Okay, so my composure, I don't have to add difficulty die to this because it's not using my legs, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's not using my legs to compose myself.
No.
Oh my gosh.
And remember, when you're rolling difficulty dice, if you roll a 6, it counts as a 5, and you have to roll the dice again.
Right.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Wait, what?
If you roll a 6 on one of your D6 dice, it counts as an explosion.
Okay.
So that means it counts as a 5, and you roll the dice again.
And then you add that number. And then if you...
Did you want difficulty?
No,
don't have difficulty,
just Mads, yeah.
I have 2 degrees of failure.
I have 1 degree of success.
Okay.
I have a 33 for 60, so 2 degrees of success.
Okay. Why don't we start with you?
Cool.
How would you like to deal with your 2 degrees of success? So you're out there. You can visually see that Alden is like freaking out.
Yeah.
Like there's soot covering their face.
Yeah.
And you can see like the mask that's covering is just like it's going up and down and like you can also see that they're like kind of reaching for their ankle. Like they're not doing well. Like they forgot that someone just got killed. They're freaking out because they think they're going to die. Right?
So, and you had 2 degrees of failure, right?
Yes.
So I would like to use my 2 degrees of success to neutralize the failure they have.
Okay.
So what I'm physically doing, I had like locked eyes with the people and just like frozen, and then like compose myself, and in like a very rare, surprising moment of authority, Matt turns and says, "Get behind the building. You're gonna be okay. We'll take care of your ankle. Both of you get back there now." And I just turn and smile at the people, which they can't see.
Yeah.
But just
Okay.
hello.
And you say I'm smiling.
Yeah.
I guess Maddie will have you up to the best of her abilities and run behind the building with you. Yeah.
I'll take that as your degrees of success and your degrees of success to counteract. You're still like you can't behave outside your own little head. Basically, the only reason you're moving is because they're moving. All right.
And Maddie's like trying to calm you down. And she's freaking out too, but she's like clutching your head like in her arms.
And I'm like walking slowly towards them with my hands like here.
So they quickly turn around, right? You're paying attention. They shoot this other person. They turn and they, there's another one, and they pull their guns up and start firing.
I would like to get out of the way if I can.
So
dodge.
that would be a dodge.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we about to lose Mads?
No.
No.
I rolled a 24 for 73.
Wow.
So 4.9 degrees of success.
All right.
Oh man.
All right. So they're going to roll. They rolled pretty well themselves.
This game is emotional warfare. I'm already so attached to this character.
I know. Yeah, that was
How dare you?
Yeah.
so quickly.
So they have 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
What do you have?
I have 4.
4 degrees.
Oh, wait. Yeah, 4.
All right. So your 2 degrees of success counteracts their 2 degrees of success, and they miss wildly, right? And then they're going to.
I have 2 more degrees of success in this.
Yes. Okay. I just have to memorize a couple things.
Cool.
All right. So they fire. One of them fires their weapons, and you've got 2 more degrees of success. What would you like to do with the other 2?
I would like to. Is it? Now, this doesn't need to be something that like is directly a consequence of dodging, right? This needs to be something that I do now.
It has to be something that goes along with it. Like you can't use this as
Here, can I do this? So this isn't something that Mads would know to do consciously, but I, Jonas, think that they think I'm a zombie. So what Mads does...
Well, you don't know about zombies.
Mads doesn't know.
No one knows about zombies.
No one knows, but I'm just...
Well, none of you know.
What I'm suggesting is not an intentional thing, but Mads dodges and does it in a very human way.
Sure.
In such that they see that and they're like, that's probably not a zombie, or if it is, it's definitely a different one.
You're implying that they care that you're a zombie or not.
True. If that wouldn't be it, could I, like... dodge and just be like, whoa, hey, we're not trouble. It's all good, and try to like calm them down.
So where are you going to do this? Are you going to dodge and then hide behind a wall and do this? Or are you going to just dodge and stay out in the open?
I would say I dodge behind a wall and I like poke my like half my head and like hand out like, hey, it's cool.
Okay, the second one fires.
Okay, cool. I will dip behind the building.
Okay. You have cover, so they're going to take some difficulty dice.
Cool. Sweet. I found my dice. I went through all of these. And these ones are good for me. 5 degrees of success. 18 for 73.
That's perfect. That's really good because I rolled a 4.
Cool.
like 4 degrees of success?
No, I rolled a 4, but I had 2 degrees of failure, or I had two difficulty dice. Both of them are rolled a 5 on, and so I got a total of 14, and they had 2 degrees of success with that. No, 3 degrees of success with that.
3.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I counteract.
That could have been the end.
Yeah.
With the last 2, what are the odds that I find myself like running into a very hidden spot? Like
You could be in the alley.
Well, I want to be in I mean, like more hidden than that, to where if they come into the alley, they can't see me. Like I found.
How many degrees of success?
I have 2 left over.
You notice that there is a like a giant trash can, like not like
I was thinking about trash.
Like there's a giant like the ones that are picked up by like the big trucks, the forklifts.
A dumpster.
A dumpster. Thank you. So there's a large dumpster that you know that you could hide behind if they start shooting. That you know based off of your character's background that the shots wouldn't make it all the way through the metal because there's so much heavy metal that's involved with that. You know that would be like your best place right then, but you need to figure out how to get them out as well.
Right. Can I do 1 degree of success to spot and hide behind the trash can? The other degree of success to knock a couple of lids off of cans further down the alley first, so it looks like I ran that way.
Say it again.
So it's as if I ran past the dumpster, tossed some lids so it looks like I ran that way, and then hide behind the dumpster. So it's like they would run and potentially think I ran down that way.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll give
one
you
for one
to hide.
1 to hide, 1 to
distract.
Thank you. Distract.
So you absolutely can do that.
Cool.
Here's the issue. Those 2 are still not behind the trash can.
Right.
So this is basically how a round works. So now we're going to be in round action. We're going to describe what we would like to do as a group, and you guys kind of figure out what you want to do, and then I will tell you what you need to roll to do the thing.
Can Maddie just be in like full blown like I just want me and my friend to survive mode and just be like trying to run?
Yeah, you can.
Aldi in tow, like just going.
So you can absolutely do that. So that's going to be 1 speed dice to do that.
Okay.
Aldi, you will need to do.
Only Maddie can call them Aldi. Thank you.
Alden. Alden, you will. What would you like to do?
I seeing as how I don't think I can genuinely like compose myself enough to super do anything except as soon as Maddie just like starts pulling me along at the very most I'm going to go wherever she's taking me.
Okay. So what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to roll a composure roll to try to handle the pain. Actually, there's actually a handle pain roll. And
is it toughness?
No. It's literally called resist pain, I believe.
Oh, yeah, yep. It's in the middle of the right column on the basic skill checks.
So I'm going to need you to do a resist pain.
Okay.
You're also going to roll 1 speed dice. Okay. So we're going to go over and I'm going to describe what everyone's doing.
Cool. And then we'll all roll.
Okay. So for you, you're going to roll the resist pain and a speed dice.
And a speed die is just a d6.
Correct. Yep. 1 speed dice. Your Madeline. Wow. Too many M's, y'all. Screwed me up.
But we're playing the same characters.
Madeline, you're going to use a lift pull to try and drag Alden with you.
Okay.
And 1 speed dice.
Okay, lift pull. And do you want me to roll?
So we're going to all roll at the same time. Okay. So you don't need to worry about anything that you're going to roll until we all roll it. Now, Madison, what would you like to do?
I think I would like to further my illusion with the trash can lids further down the thing because they're running in that direction, but hoping
You can't. You don't know where they are.
I can't do
So
anything about
you
that,
guys
but-
were down a street and you've ran down an
That's right,
alleyway.
I'm in a different alley than them, correct?
No, you're in the same alley.
Okay.
So you're all in the same alley, but you don't know where the people that were shooting at you
were they?
are.
Yeah.
You just know that they were in the street. You're assuming that they're
that are
going to
going to come
in.
towards us. So, assuming they're coming towards us, what I like to do is pick up something small and like hard from the trash can, like just reach in and pull out some tough garbage, and from my hidden spot, when I see them come or like hear them about to come, the bad guys, I want to throw it into one of the trash cans so it sounds like something hit it or is like
Past you, right?
Past me. It's where I had made, so I had put that spot like, oh, I want to pretend I went that way. I want to make a sound there when they get close to further that.
So you're going to roll a composure dice to be able to hold out from until you know that they're there to do the thing. Then you're going to have to roll, and I printed it out, and I believe it's on your sheet. If it's not, an improvised weapon throw, which I might not have, but I have it right here. And I will tell you what you need to roll.
Cool.
Let me get into the right folder. Weapons. Improvised weapon is your percent die. It's 2 speed die, and it is a not a depletion dice. What is the difficulty dice?
Cool.
So you're going to roll a bunch.
Cool.
So you're going to roll 3 speed dice total.
3 speed dice total. Okay.
Yeah. One for your to hold.
Cool.
2 to throw the thing.
Gotcha.
And then you're going to roll your composure roll, which is a percent die, and then your composure. Then you're going to roll the thrown improvised throw. Okay.
Cool.
Everybody make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Go for it.
All right.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Mine's not bad. Okay, I'll start my composure roll to like no, wait, I'm doing handle pain, like resist pain.
Yeah.
Oh. You got me with that difficulty die. Cuz or the speed die, excuse me.
Yeah, so it's just a speed die. So what was everyone's speed die roll?
2.
So you had a 2.
I had a 1.
4.
You rolled 3 speed dice. How
I
did you
rolled. Well, I rolled. Oh, I mean, I rolled 1 for the composure, and I rolled 2 for the second one. Is that not
So you're going to roll a total of 3d6.
altogether? Okay, I rolled 3. I know I rolled 3, but I rolled
You're
2
adding
of
them
them
all.
with the rolling. Okay.
Yeah, all together.
Okay, cool. Then
So the lowest you can get is a 3.
Yeah, well then that's 7.
7. Okay, so we have 2, 7,
4.
4. So you're going first.
Oh, that's all that does.
Okay.
That's all it does is determine order in which
Gotcha.
actions happen.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What was your lift pull?
I have 4 degrees of failure.
How was your hold pain? So you guys are already out of. You guys are in the alley, right? So you guys are trying to get further down the alley. You. It's not like you're in the line of a shot, right?
No, I'm just trying to get us as far away as possible. I'm just like in a panic.
I had 1 degree of success.
1 degree of success.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I use one of my thingies to drop it down 1?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you have 3 degrees of failure,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we have 3 degrees, 1 degree of success.
I had 1 degree of success for the composure,
Uh-huh.
and for what was I rolling for? Oh, and the thrown. What am I rolling?
It's
Throw is a trained skill. It's the very last
cool.
trained skill.
Then 81 for 30, so that is 5 degrees of failure
For the throw?
for the throw.
Okay.
But I held till just that right moment to do it.
all right. So let's go with the degree of success. How would you like to use your degree of success? So currently, Madeline is grabbing you and trying to drag you and is not grabbing you in the right spots and is basically putting more pressure on your foot. Right?
Okay.
But you kind of you put your pressure on your right leg. You have 1 degree of success. How would you like to spend it? So that's just based off of your 1 degree.
Yeah, my 1 degree of success. I don't know how this is going to work given how bad that failure was, but like, I just want to shove Maddie behind a dumpster.
So so what you can do is you can start hopping and kind of pushing in the correct direction, and you can use that degree of success to counteract one of her degrees of failure. Does that work out for you?
Yeah, that works.
So now you only have 2 degrees of failure.
Okay.
You're trying to pull your friend who is in great pain behind a trash can where Madison's at.
Okay. But not doing very well. So I'm hysterical. Just I'm so upset. I'm so scared, and I'm just like begging, like, Ollie, please, like you have to come with me. I know, like it hurts, but we have to go. We have to go. And she's like yanking, but like also stepping on all these forefoot and just being a whole hot mess, and probably falls over. I'd say, like, trips on her own feet, falls over, makes things worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that as 2 degrees of failure. So you get closer to the trash can, but you don't make it behind, and you fall. You don't fall though.
But I'm up now.
You're up. You're kind of like hopping. You're like pushing the right direction, and as you're pushing, and you're kind of just like nervous, a wreck, and you just kind of slip on the smut and you fall.
I'm throwing this rock, right?
So you wait. Your composure.
You did so bad. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing: my composure is a 60, but my throw is a 29. So like that was destined to happen.
So you wait.
Oh boy.
You wait until the exact moment until they turn around, like they get to it, and they all. You hear the like you hear 3 people like getting their guns ready, and you just go.
Well, did they see? Yeah. I want to use my 1 degree of success, because I do have one.
Yeah.
To decrease that. So it's more of a
Okay,
but
so
definitely audible.
So what I was going to do with, because you had how many degrees of failure? 5. Okay. So what I was going to do. So you're gonna use one of your degrees of success to remove one of it. So you're down to 4.
Let's make it a 3. I'm gonna use one of my things too.
Okay.
They don't carry over.
The technical term is thingies.
The thingy point.
All right. So you have 3 degrees of failure. You with that.
I hate this. I'm gonna have an anxiety attack.
I love it.
They have automatic weapons.
I live for this.
You go and you scream, and not only do you scream and throw it, you manage to find a segment of glass that wasn't broken from the blast, and you throw it, and you just hit the glass that's right next to you, and it shatters and explodes. Like not like an actual, but it's like. Okay, he's like they know exactly where you are, and then they speak. Drop your goods and get out of here, or we kill you.
I put my hands up from behind the dumpster. We don't actually have any goods. We're just looking for my nephew. We don't want any trouble.
Drop your backpacks.
We all have backpacks, yeah.
And your guns.
No.
Yes. Immediately. I pull my backpack off, and then I help Maddie take her backpack.
Yeah, you're right. It makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I will also do it. That was more of just in the nerve. Sometimes you say no.
Don't you know it?
I was held up at gunpoint one time, and my response was when they said, "Give me a wallet," I said no. I don't know why. You don't say no. I'm fine, obviously.
Clearly, they didn't shoot you.
No.
All right,
There's
so
a brief story.
I take backpack off immediately. Yep. I toss it over.
Okay. One of them puts his gun down and grabs your bags and hands it to one guy, hands the other one to the other guy. So they each now have your backpack, and then they walk backwards and they go, "Good luck," and walk away.
And I still have my shotgun.
You do not have your shotgun, but you have a 9mm tucked in the back of your pants.
That's what I thought. I was like, okay, no longer have a shotgun.
I still have my machete though, right? They had no interest in my machete.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye, double barrel.
well, hey, on the bright side,
I also still have my phone because I had it in my boot. Very important.
on the bright side, I don't know what was in that backpack, so I don't miss it exactly.
Oh, maybe food.
Food and water.
It was supplies for a couple days' travel, as Bad Bob did say.
You also remember that the Geiger counter is in your backpack.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
No!
What?
The Geiger counters. Now we're not gonna.
No.
Now we're serious.
No.
We're like there's no way we're gonna die.
Can you get? Where can you get those? Could we go get one somewhere?
Yeah, I'll just go to the hardware store and get one, Madeline. They're closed at best.
Hey, Mads, come on.
You're right. I'm sorry, Madeline. I'm sorry. I blew up at you. That's all I gotta say. I have to say.
Wait. We
Breathe.
just completely forgot about the woman that they killed.
No, nothing happened. We didn't forget about anything.
God, you're right.
They killed
Um,
someone.
They didn't. They did not. La 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 la.
So you can actually roll if that's how your character is going to behave. No. So there is a calm other person. If one of you would like to try to calm the other person, or you can roll a composure.
I'm gonna roll composure because my take on this was when I noticed we weren't talking about it, and in my head, Aldi was like, you know what? Yeah, let's just not think about it at all.
Here's the thing. You're going to take 3 difficulty dice.
That's fair.
You watch someone die for the first time. You just lost all of your belongings, and you just were held up at gunshot.
And look where we are.
Yeah. Again, 6s you re-roll.
Oh, good. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. 92. Which would end up being because my composure is 48, so 4 degrees of failure.
What is your morale? So on your sheet, there's a section called Psyche.
Yep.
What is your morale?
5.
All right. So you're going to lose some morale.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You're going to start hyperventilating, and you're going to have flashbacks.
Can I try to calm them down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would that negate some of their failures?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
I'm rolling so well.
I told you you're rolling really, really well for unimportant things.
Oh no!
sickles.
Remember at the beginning when I rolled super good?
Yeah, that was good.
For a spot.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So 60. That's 2, right? I'm bad at math. No, is that 3 or 2 or 3?
78 would be.
That's just 1.
It's.
Oh,
Wouldn't it be?
No, it's 2.
No.
Almost 3.
What?
Oh no! 1 almost 2.
It's 1 almost 2.
1 almost
Yeah,
2.
1 degree of failure.
Yeah.
1
yeah.
degree of failure.
Okay.
On call mother.
Well, given how you were just talking to me, that makes sense.
You're not helping whatsoever.
I'm trying though.
You're absolutely trying.
A for effort.
So you're going. So until we deal with your psyche issue, you're not going to be able to handle a gun. You don't want to touch guns. You don't want to see guns. You don't want guns to be around you. And you take the 9mm out of the back of your pants and you throw it into the street.
Don't throw a gun.
I threw a gun.
Don't.
I throw it.
I was heading to peek my head around the corner and see if that woman was still there and possibly go check out what's going on with her. At this point, I will also grab the gun.
So,
Maddie's just going to be clinging to you, and the two of us are probably just crying like
Yeah.
dum-dums.
Or
Highly traumatized
Yes.
people.
Yes.
I can handle physical pain. I'll be able to help with a lot, but that I don't think I can actually help with.
Sure.
So I'm gonna do this.
all right. So you peek out. Roll a spot check first.
Cool.
Is there actions that you guys want to take, or are you guys going to just basically act out that scene, kind of like, try to calm each other out, and just be like, I don't want to deal with guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That is 2 degrees of failure.
2 degrees of
56 for 43.
So you peek your head out, and because you're probably very nervous.
That's
as well.
1 degree of failure.
What? What was it?
56 for 43. I rolled 23 over. No, 13 over. You're right. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, because it's 5 and 6. I think I was thinking 65.
Okay.
Even though I said 56.
All right.
Thank you. What?
I'm just trying to think if there were previous rolls.
No.
Okay, all right.
So you peek your head out and you don't see the body, and like you do it real fast, and you're like, okay, coast is clear, and you walk out, and one of the other guys goes, oh hey, thanks. Apparently we missed one, and picks up the 9mm, shoves it in his pocket.
Goodbye,
I was
gun.
coming to give that to you. I thought you'd want it.
He looks at you, and takes a 9mm and points at you and says, if I was a nicer person, I'd probably just kill you now instead of letting them feed on you. But fuck it. And then continues to walk.
Wait, what did that mean? Who?
He just keeps walking.
Who's gonna feed on us? What is it? I don't understand that. What do you mean they? All right. Listen, y'all. I gotta tell you, I love my nephew. Don't hate me for saying this. I think we gotta get back to the shelter because it is very not safe out here, and we are not equipped for this.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm a liberal arts major and a pacifist, and I'm the only one with a weapon.
Yeah.
And
And I don't know what I'm doing out here.
trying to kill us.
I'm in the golden room and I don't even do anything. I got a band-aid. That's about it. I don't need my band-aid anymore. Give me my backpack.
I'm not going back there.
What?
Because of your dad?
Yeah. And also, I mean, if I was a 16-year-old kid out here and I ran into something like that, that'd be horrible. I'm not just going to leave Zachery out here. And
You're right.
You're right.
but I have
lost
no
sight of it.
idea
I don't know how.
what
With our
we're going to
stuff.
do. Because we don't have our backpacks and we don't have any weapons except for Maddie's machete.
All right. I mean, I also do have the gun for unless they took that, but the gun for my nephew.
Please put it away. Please put it away.
Oh yeah, I'd be happy to. Well, I wasn't gonna shoot it.
Well, okay. It's fine. We can,
I'll propose this as a thought, maybe. See how you feel about it. But I am confident that we will die very quickly without any gear.
Yeah.
We will probably die if we were to track those terrible people down and get our stuff back. But if we didn't die, we would have our stuff back and might continue to not die.
but they have, way more guns than we do.
Right.
And, they're way meaner than us. I don't know if I can hurt a
Can we do
human.
anything? Is there any other thing we can do? What
why don't we
else
go to
could
a
possibly
store?
do?
Go get
Closed at best. There's no
but,
way.
But looting. Right?
Yeah, I've heard of looting. I guess that could be a thing.
Where do you think they got their automatic weapons?
Maybe they were crazy like your dad.
I grew up here, Indigo.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know a nearby place where we could find weapons and equipment and stuff?
Yeah, there's definitely there's a hardware store which would happen to have hammers and machetes and crowbar stuff like that. There's also a gun shop in town. There's an army surplus store. There's quite a few different locations that you could theoretically find weapons.
Would there be somewhere I could find a Geiger counter? Or we could find a Geiger counter here?
You can't.
Not that I know.
You know that you could order one online if you had the internet. No.
Okay.
What would
Cool.
happen if we entered somewhere with really high radiation? Would
Bad.
we immediately would something bad happen? Or
No,
would it be,
no. High radiation breathing in dust would basically cause you to have cancer.
Okay, but
So-
it wouldn't be an immediate.
No.
death. Okay.
Okay. Well, all right. So we got options. We got a hardware store. I know a gun store, which is general army surplus. I would say we'd each take one, but that's a terrible idea. So we should definitely stick together. No to which.
Let's just find Zachery as fast as we can to get back.
And get back to shelter. Actually, I'm kind of down with that. When we get Zachery, you'll be cool to go back to the shelter, even though we didn't get the other two things.
What did I roll to lie earlier?
Persuade.
That's 2 degrees of success.
2 degrees of success. So you're going to be doing...
Detect motive?
Yes.
That is not to be worried about. 3 degrees of failure. Oh wait, that's 10, not 70. Sorry, that is actually 2 degrees of success.
And what'd you have?
I had 2 degrees of success.
So you counter each other out.
I want to spend a thingy to make it 3 degrees of success.
Okay.
I want to spend a thingy to make it 3 degrees of success.
You guys are wasting your thingies on something and not.
Don't make that
You
face. You started
hear
it.
the sound of a trash can falling further in the alley. As you guys are bickering and arguing amongst yourselves about what to do.
Maybe it's a cat.
God.
Before we move on quickly, what were you? So you were lying about something. What did?
Yeah, you
what
asked
just
me
happened there?
if I would be okay going back as soon as we found Zachery, and I was going to say yes.
Okay. Cool. But it isn't true.
Correct.
Cool. Being that it matched, I won't react to it.
You basically
Such that,
aren't sure.
Yeah.
Like that's with it being matched, you aren't sure whether or not he's willing to find Zachery or if he's willing to go back or one or the other or both or like you just kind of like it's in the mix. And then as for you, you don't know if you've told a good lie or not.
Yeah.
So back to something that's a little bit more pressing.
Yep.
Down the alley, you see someone walking closer to you.
I don't think that's a cat.
It is a person. It is a male, also very sick and gangly, walking very close to you.
Hey, I'm gonna hop out a little bit and just be like, hey, you have to be careful. There's some people around. They have weapons and they're trying. They just what's your name? Who are you?
Roll a spot check. All of you.
Oh God.
Cool. No, it's spot, not dodge. So that is not good.
Let's start with you, Alden.
Oh wait.
2 degrees of success.
Yeah,
I can get success on spot
I
check.
rolled a 99. And I'm 43, so is that 4 or 5?
That's 5. That's 5 degrees.
So
of failure.
you literally covered your eyes.
Yeah,
and you're just like you're hyper. You're not panicking, but you're just like you don't.
I just can't see something bad happen to my friend.
Yeah, no, it's not that. You're probably upset about the argument that they have and the situation you're in, and so you're just like, I don't want to, and you cover your face. Madison.
I rolled a 47 for 43, so just a
So it's a wash.
Yeah.
A wash. What would you like to do with your degrees of? Oh, how many degrees of success?
2.
2. As the person gets closer, you notice that their shoulder seems to just be barely hanging on to its arm. You see tendons basically holding the arm. You see that their face is burnt. They're not covered. They're wearing a t-shirt and their face just looks like it is almost boiling. And its arm reaches out. It's one good arm and moves closer towards you.
Then I let's see, I have 2 degrees of success. Okay, so then that's with the spot. So
you can see that this is not a well person, and you don't want to be near it. You understand that this is a bad situation.
oh, okay, really bad. What do you think I would jump to? Well, this is more of a question for myself. Given everything,
You're in the front. Everyone else is behind you.
Also, our characters know that zombies exist fictionally.
Yes.
Zombies. So, it is conceivable that seeing what is definitely a zombie, and knowing there's a chemical apocalypse, we might think zombie.
Can I turn around to Maddie, who is eyes covered, in distress, and just I see this and I see a flash of them like killing that woman again and like everything, and like my stress levels are like through the roof, and I might not be thinking super clearly. I'm in like genuine like fight or flight mode, and I want to reach back and grab your machete and cut this thing's arm off.
Okay, so I will allow you to use one of your degrees of success to be able to know exactly where on Maddie's body the machete is.
Okay.
Are you going to resist if you feel someone grab? Because you don't see anyone. You don't know who it is. So,
No, I think I'm just like gone at this point.
So we're going to roll 1 speed dice to try and grab, right?
Okay.
And then 2 speed dice for the machete.
All right.
Right? That's what I said? Yes, 2 speed dice. And then you're going to roll your melee attack, which is percentile die. Okay?
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, so my speed ends up being 10 total.
Okay. Oh, I gotta roll its speed. So it goes towards you, and it attempts to what seems to be bite you.
Okay.
And it reaches out and it grabs on to your shirt with its teeth and tries to bite at it, but it's like a wool or something, and it isn't able to bite through it, and it's kind of gnawing at it.
Okay. And then my melee attack, what is that melee? There's like 3 melee attacks. Which one am I using?
You're going to be using, so it's blunt, piercing, and slashing. That's what the bi, pi, and psi is.
Gotcha.
Slay.
I was thinking it was.
So it's a slashing way.
Slashing.
Yeah, so you're going to be using that one.
Cool. So 2 degrees of success.
Okay. So you're going to, so you automatically have 1 damage dice because of that. You have 1 degree of success. You can use that to add additional damage to it if you'd like. Or you can use that degree of success for something else.
Can I use that degree of success to knock it back?
Yes.
Then I will do that.
Okay. So roll your damage dice.
And that is just a d6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 4.
Cool. So you slash at its chest, and it cuts open its clothing, and it cuts open its flesh, and black ooze starts to just kind of drip slowly at it, and it seems to not react to the pain, but reacts to it being pushed back, and then goes forward again.
Okay. Nope. And I'm just gonna like I want to like get Maddie and like catch eyes with Mads and be like, well, we need to leave.
I don't know what's going on, but it's not good.
Okay, so we're still in turns, so you're not going to attack again, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
I want to get Maddie up to speed on the situation, like grab face and be like, look,
Yeah.
look, leave. Look, we must leave.
Okay, so you're going to touch her basically and force her to do something. So that's gonna be 1 speed dice.
Okay.
And then are you going to attempt to run as well?
I would like to attempt to run, so a second speed die.
Okay, so that'd be 2.
Okay.
What would you like to do? You are aware that someone has pulled the machete away. So
Yeah.
we can take away your degrees of failure away. So you're starting basically fresh.
Okay, so like I see that Alden is holding the machete, and so like that calms me down a little bit. Just kind of like seeing my friend as a protector, but then I like shift my eyes and see this person that has black ooze and is like lumbering towards us, and just like completely unbidden, I go, "That's a zombie!"
Yeah, I think that's what the bad gun people were talking about. We got to get, if you ask me.
But like,
Running, I think, should come before talking right now, if I may.
Yep.
And then
So you would like to attempt to run as well?
Yes, but with Alden.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 speed die for you.
Okay.
I would like to run, but I want to run after they've already, I'm going to hold off until they've gotten a
So
little
it's
bit
going to be, each of you are going to roll 1. You're going to roll 2 speed dice.
Okay.
Everyone else is going to roll 1. And then all 3 of you are going to roll composure to be able to handle this situation. This is you have come to the complete conclusion that this is a zombie. Mm-hmm. Your run action is going to take a degree difficulty dice because you're running and you have a sprained ankle.
Oh no, that's right. So I'm doing composure right now, and then we're gonna do a run.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna do a run next action, but you're rolling composure to be able to handle everything. So what was everyone's speed dice?
3.
5.
6.
6. Okay. Everyone roll your composure dice if you haven't already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your composure?
95, which is only a 3-degree failure.
Okay, you do not wait for them. You understand that this is in fact a zombie, and with the conclusion of them saying, "I would be nice to kill you now, but I'm just going to let them eat you," you go.
I think stay, but my feet do not.
You sprint full speed away without a care for anyone else's life in the
I
world.
don't even follow the footsteps like I was planning to.
Yeah. What do you got?
74. No, wait, 47.
47.
So, 47. So that is 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And William, and by William I mean Alden. What did you get?
I knew for a moment 2 degrees of success.
Okay, so your actions happen exactly the way that you want them to happen. You grab her and you say, "Let's go!"
And then that's when you're like, zombie.
and you all are running after Maddie, right? Madison. And so you're just like, you're now going to roll a percent die to handle
with
pain.
The difficulty. Handle pain. And I have a difficulty.
Just 1.
Okay.
My poor Alden.
The thing is, Mads and Maddie are so good at first aid. If we just get to a point where we can do that, you know?
I think she has good.
Resist pain. Okay, my resist pain is a 37, and I rolled 38.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, so
it's
it hurts, but it's not stopping you.
Great.
You're going.
Good,
You know what
good,
I mean? You run away, and you can see the zombie slowly shambling away from you. Or shambling towards you, but it's not running. It's just normal speed. Where would you guys like to go?
I want to since my composure, I had 2 degrees of success with composure. I want to have a moment where I'm like, we're tracking down Zachery's footprints. I want to go back to the footprints, and I want to see if we can still.
It's back towards the zombies, or the zombie. And you.
I can tell you where I want to run if you want.
Sure.
Where's the nearest fire escape ladder? Or something I can climb to get up? Or something I can get on?
You're trying to go up specifically.
Yeah, up away and just up feels the most away it can be.
There aren't any buildings though.
There aren't any large buildings. What large buildings that would have a fire escape?
Sure.
Probably are in rubble.
Yeah. Is there would it be just an overhang I could get onto from an old shop or something?
Just roll me a percent die, and based off of that, I'm gonna.
Cool. I rolled 1.
A 1.
0, 0, 1.
Okay, you are running, and you happen to see not only an emergency fire escape for a 2-story building, but you can see that it goes up to a roof, and it's not down, but you could easily get it.
That's my
and I'm not even going to make you roll to try to pull it down.
Okay.
You're so focused with your degrees that you run, jump, grab it, pull it down, and start going up. And you make it to the top.
Cool.
And that's when you finally.
Where am I?
And you are by yourself.
I should not be up here. I'm very afraid of heights. This is not good for me. Hey, y'all, I'm up on a roof.
Okay, so
You can hear that.
I can
Yeah.
hear that, and like I'm running, and if we can have like a moment where we're like panically running, just be like, do we go back and follow the footprints for Zachery, or do we go up on a roof? I don't know.
Let's go on the roof, and then maybe we can see if my phone has a signal, and then we can figure out what the hell's going on.
That's a good question. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll figure it out.
I hand your machete back.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's got gross stuff on it.
Oh, I take it back and I just wipe it on my clothes, and then
So as you are doing this, you make it to the ladder.
yeah.
You guys climb up successfully.
So we don't have to roll to climb.
Correct.
I feel like ladders, you probably
Merciful,
just climb.
merciful game master.
You guys get to the top. Everyone roll a spot.
Yes, please.
What do my elf eyes see?
Nailing it with the spot checks and nothing else.
Cool.
Okay.
I think I want to impose a difficulty die because I said I'm afraid of heights.
Oh, sure.
True.
I'll accept that. I'll give you a competency point for that.
I still. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you got a thingy.
Cool. I still succeeded, but barely now.
Okay.
So I'm at. It's just a regular success. No
Okay.
degrees of anything.
Alden.
I got 3 degrees of success.
3 degrees of failure.
You're so focused on your phone that you're not looking around.
Yeah.
And
I assume that
Madison,
it'll look around for me anyway.
what'd you get?
Oh, sorry. I got
Yeah.
36 for 43. So just a.
Just a flat.
Yeah.
You're
Genuinely
just
like 2 halves
calm
of
and
a
you're just
person.
like you're taking in everything, and you're trying to calm yourself down a little bit because you are in heights. Alden, you look around and you see rubble and fire and ash, and in the distance you see a roaming horde of zombies walking towards all of the noise in which you guys have been making.
Cool.
They're a little whiles away, but you see a large group of them, and you can see them shambling and walking and moving towards the direction in which you are.
We can't stay up here. We can't stay up here.
I agree.
We can't stay
I
up
would
here.
like to get down. Actually.
Why?
There's a bunch of them.
Madeline,
Climb?
Madeline, you have 1 bar of signal.
All right. Do you have, by any chance, Zachary's phone number? No. He doesn't have his phone on him. Who am I talking about?
Why?
There's no way.
Who do you call right now?
911?
Google something
Google.
or
the big one something.
But I'm going to go to
Can zombies climb? Ask if zombies can climb.
CNN, right?
CNN.
What? Okay,
CNN. I trust them.
Wait, no. Okay, because that's like, well, how much of the country do you think was hit? Because like
probably
maybe
a lot of it, by the prediction.
Wait, I'm just looking
BBC,
at zombies
BBC,
and I'm
Don't
looking
do
up
images,
zombies.
please. I don't.
No,
I
I'm looking up zombies and I'm sorting by news.
So
News.
the last piece, so it takes a while. It is slow, and you see this horde slowly, continuously
Which is
coming closer to
we
you.
can't stay up here. We can't stay
The
up here.
page is starting to load. You can see that the last post was from 2 months ago.
Okay.
And the zombies have moved close enough, and you're starting to see 1 or 2 down at the base of the building that you guys are at. The page loads finally and says, "Zombie apocalypse upon us." And that's where we're going to end today's session.
you didn't tell us this was gonna be. Yes, you did. You told us. I was gonna make some kind of joke, but I don't have those.
We're just all gonna die.
Yeah, we get.
How will we
found-
possibly?
So,
Zachary's gonna save us.
so either we're going to be stuck here,
Yeah.
Like, and they're gonna somehow like start finding their way up through the building and end up on the roof, and we're just gonna be fighting our ways. Or this could be like a World War Z situation where they pile on top of each other and they just make it up to us anyway.
Or they can just climb. You know, maybe these zombies can climb. We don't know that they can.
Or a 16-year-old is going to save us.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we will have Alcuin with us next
Alcuin's
week.
here. Indigo.
And you know, we will see how he joins this adventure.
Yeah. Whoa.
So
I'm not going to be able to sleep for a week.
I wish
Could be next week now.
there were so many times where, like, I mean, I love that I didn't roll well sometimes. But, like sometimes I'm just like, what would have happened if I had rolled really well?
Also, our characters are maybe not the best for like a post-apocalyptic
No.
zombie situation.
I mean, your father was
No
like,
one is.
well, they're gonna die.
I had a gun, a double barrel shotgun, and even there was a moment where I was like, I kind of can't wait to use that.
The thing is,
the
thing is, I was trying to stack it for you guys.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I was trying my hardest.
You gave me a shotgun, they gave me a pistol, and then like I had lost the shotgun, but I still had the pistol, and then I rolled so bad that you were just like, I can't let you keep that. I can't.
So, first session ever playing Outbreak. What was your thoughts?
Oh, this is a very thrilling game.
I love it.
I love how
I like
hard
it a
it is
lot.
to be good at it.
Well,
Like,
but I also love like the way that it's like a different difficulty class for different characters. It makes it feel like you are good at things that other people aren't. Because like is your spot pretty decent?
my spot's awesome.
Because mine is not good, and you are succeeding in
isn't
spot a
either.
lot
Yeah.
more. And it's like more than having like a +5 versus a +3 to like a DC 16. It makes it so like people who are good at something actually succeed way more often than people who don't.
Yeah.
Which was very cool.
I think it's cool that like Madeline, she's like, you know, has like high composure and like high empathy and stuff, and so like, and I was rolling well for that stuff, so I thought that was awesome. I also really like the dice system. It sounds really complicated, like in theory, but
Until
then
you
once you
start
start
doing it.
using it, and then it's really easy.
Yeah. No, it took me, like, one of the reasons why it took me so long to read it and go through it is because it sounds so complicated. Okay, I got to roll percentile die for the ability, then speed dice, then damage dice, and then, you know, if I roll a 6, I have to roll that dice again. And then you're like, there's so much that goes on, but then you're just like, at the end of the day, I'm really just rolling percentile die, like 99% of the time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, it's strange playing, because the thing we did last Wednesday was we ended the Marvel Heroic Role Playing, and that also immediately had what seemed like a very complicated dice system, like with the pool, and like so did this. But when I actually started doing the rolls and like understanding exactly what I was doing, both systems are actually kind of easy, like to start grasping at least.
Cool.
I don't know. Man, this is like makes me anxious.
Yeah, me too.
I also like how cause I think at some point today, I think you rolled like a 98 or 99. Someone rolled a 1. I think you rolled a 100.
I rolled a 100,
and I rolled
yeah.
a 1.
I rolled a 99.
99,
yeah.
101 were all rolled in a session, which is like statistically very low. But, yeah.
All right, so let's say our goodbyes, and we'll see everyone next week. So let's start with you, Alden.
Okay, so I'm William. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KWilliamWhite. I have been playing Alden Regan, the 23-year-old non-binary friend of Maddie.
They have more things about them than that.
And there's Maddie turning around and pushing your confidence higher than it.
Also, just to say this, every Tuesday here on QueueTimes, I also run a game using the Kids on Bikes system. It's called Hijinks and Handlebars, and Jonas is in it. And it's basically if Dungeons and Dragons is Lord of the Rings, Kids on Bikes is Stranger Things. So if you're interested at all in that, like kids having adventures and dealing with sci-fi or like whatever, that kind of thing, things are getting real spooky in that.
Yeah.
And that game is very fun, and I might kill a child, and I don't know how I feel about it. In game.
In fiction.
In fiction. In fiction, yeah. And you can follow those on Twitter and Instagram at HandleStream for like when we're playing.
I'm Molly McIsaac, which I am Molly McIsaac on everything, and it's Isaac with 2 A's, not 2 S's. This is actually my first tabletop stream. I've been playing tabletop since I was like 8 years old, so this is really exciting that this is my very first stream.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I
really,
want to clap or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Break it through.
Yeah, so it's really cool because, younger me never would have thought that I'd be streaming tabletop games on the internet. But this is really fun. I'm really attached to Madeline, so please don't kill her.
No promises.
Hey, at the very least, make sure that if Maddie's gonna die, make sure she dies after Alden, because
Together, clutch
Alden doesn't want to be around to see that happen.
I have been Jonas Newhouse, playing, oh my gosh, Madison Mads Gremley, the nuncle of the character we've not met yet, Zachery. And you can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. And I'm Alquin. And I will be playing Zachery Mulder, and you can find me on Twitter at different_L.
And before I sign off, I would like to thank a couple people. I would like to thank that Ewok for the bit donations, as well as Katie McAdy.
Thank you, that Ewok.
that Ewok with the bit donations again.
Yes.
That Ewok.
He has to stay number one. He's currently at 501 bits right now.
Great.
Nice.
And I have been Indigo. You can reach me on Twitter at IndigoQT, and you can get a hold of myself as well as the entire QueueTimes team at _QueueTimes. Thank you so much for watching this, and we'll see you next time.
Zombie.
Oh.